All right, we are here. Okay, the music's a little too loud. Hold on. At least for me. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Yes, I have reacted to the chapter, and today we're gonna be solving a murder. Be solving a murder. Oh wait, I have to put the. Got the detective glasses on. I don't have my normal glasses, but you just gotta bear with me right now. Here we go. Got our blood vision on. All right. Okay, let me just double. Oh, the music's still very loud. There we go. Yo, AIM! That, oh my god, wait, AIM, you know what's about to happen. You know, AIM spoiled the ending of the stream. We're gonna pull that out. Some of you guys don't know what he said. It's gonna be a good one. Zmore, what's up? What's up? I responded to email. I'm, you know, looking forward to that. We got something cooking up. Definitely liked, because I saw the sponsor on it, so it was pretty dope. Speaking of that, really quickly, I just wanna, you know, let me just pause the music. Let me just tease you guys a little bit. Seriously, before the stream, I was a little late because I was recording something, and it was recording for Hype Hunter YouTube One Piece Awards. So he messaged me, said I was nominated for something, a special, you know, something. I'm not gonna spoil what it is, and you know, it was just in case I won something, one of the awards. He asked me to record something, so I did. And so, you know, he's gonna post a video possibly shouting me out. I would just look forward to that. And so just now let's get back to the and I'll link his thing in the chat too. Not in the chat, in the description. But yeah, now we're back. All right. See, my wife is in the chat. I see that. Blood vision, exactly. What's up, JP Legend? So to foreshadow Pythagoras also having that tech and surviving the explosion. Oh wow, that'd be kind of cool. But for the sake of the stream, Matt W, we're gonna assume. What's it called? How far do I have to go? Oh my goodness. Go. There, we're almost there. There we are. We're gonna assume the worst. I know normally in life you shouldn't assume the worst. But this is a special case. This is the case of the Egghead murder. Okay? I can't keep these glasses on the whole time. It's a little awkward, but today's stream, which is is it the first Voice of All Things stream for this year? I think it is, like, technically. So what normally happens here is we listen to the Voice of All Things to get a better insight on you know, One Piece, the chapters, different aspects of it. Normally we don't talk about, you look like a Bollywood movie. Oh, at least do I look like a Bollywood detective movie star? Because then he's staying. I don't have my normal glasses. So where was I? So we normally, you know, we don't usually talk about the recent chapters so that we get some rest from it. You know, all you guys are probably tired from all the people talking about reacting to the chapter, right? But this isn't this, when murder's on the mind, you can't be reactive. You have to be analytical, right? So we're gonna do a walkthrough. We're gonna do a walkthrough of how a detective finds the perpetrator. Real quick, I see Tosmorn say, Threeville gang hack. Yeah, he actually messaged the Reverie chat. Rogers Base gave him like a whole manuscript to follow. Just wanted to say that because that is a serious thing. Luckily, Rogers Base told a bunch of us what to do to prevent it. And so I already have the things to prevent it. Hopefully it doesn't happen though, because there's some crazy stuff. Do want to talk about that? Because yeah. So if you guys see other people, because I know there's gonna be a lot of people asking about the Threeville hack thing, just let them know that I'm already, we're already aware of it. But yeah, so I don't know, the glasses are giving more of a Super Trooper vibe. So what do you mean Super Trooper? No, the Playboy type movie star? All right, see, like, you're gassing me up, but you're also like, that's not like what I'm going for, What's up, Kemuri? Detective Parnon Partagawa is on the case. Yes. Tyler, do you watch Detective Conan? You need to do the Bollywood dance that Smorge refuses to. Facts. Quick question: is that a short sleeve turtle? Yes, it is. It is. Subzaki. Today, Savage, we're actually going back to the roots. We're going back to, this isn't Professor. This isn't Professor Par. This is Detective Par. Dun dun dun. Oh, I should have got the SVU sound. Oh. Dun dun. Oh, I'm just gonna have to manually do that every single time. Is it? I feel like the camera's too. There we go. That way I can relaxingly take this, Oh, this music actually adds a lot. Hey Par, how's Zenith? Oh, Zenith's doing great. Zenith's doing great. But we're back on the clock with the detective antics here, alright? Where do we did I get through all the announcements? Oh, let me just Oh, I left my donuts downstairs. There's donuts so I could like actually be like a cop, I figured like the aviators would work. But yeah, so there's a lot of people making the Detective Conan references. If you guys don't know, I'm a big Detective Conan fan. Outside of One Piece, I am current with Detective Conan, anime, manga, and the movies. I actually have to watch the latest movie. But the thing is, if you guys don't know, last year at the end of the year, I think it was before Film Red came out, Oda did an interview, and it was an interview with Aoyama. I forget his last name, but that is the creator of Detective Conan, which is a Sherlock Holmes esque anime made for kids, but they have, Japanese kids are built different. And so I can't help but think that at that time, because that Aoyama also knows the ending of One Piece. Oda told him about the ending. I can't help but think that Oda asked for not help, but guidance, tips on creating a mystery murder thriller thing, right? This section that we're on in Egghead, the whole part with the silhouetting. I remember when I did the live reaction and we got that silhouetted Denden Mushi. I was like, yo, this feels different. Oda hasn't silhouetted a Denden Mushi like this. So it's pretty interesting. Oh, Zmore, I shouted you out earlier on the thing about the Era of Kings. Definitely love the input on size thing. We get back to me on the email and we'll move forward with that. But it's the black organization, exactly. If you guys don't know Detective Conan, there's a lot of filler, obviously. It's it's like the opposite of One Piece, right? One Piece is 10% filler technically, or whatever the ratio is at this point. And Detective Conan is the flip. It's 90% filler and 10% actual episodes. Or actual the main plot. Not that the other stuff isn't canon. I don't even know what canon or not thing. But the movies and the canon stuff is crazy. So what was I gonna say? So we're gonna run through Egghead. with the idea of trying to pin down who the murderer is. We're going to go through the MOs. We're going to go through, you know, the discussions about where people are, the timelines of things. Or is there an accomplice? There's so many different angles to it. Is there a third party? Do we have all the clues? Or are we waiting for something, right? A good detective does not jump the gun. Which is ironic because, you know, a lot of detectives and cops jump the gun in the real world. But you know, the point is you're not supposed to jump the gun. Maybe we do, at the end of the stream, we find out that there's not enough information. So what we'll do is we'll try to predict what kind of information we'll need in order to solve this mystery. And what that'll do is create like an expectation of like in the future of 1075, 1076, we're all looking out. Are we looking for the shoe? Are we looking for someone's mustache? Like are we gonna find the nail in the coffin? The death message. Did Pythagoras leave us a death message? Will we find out after the stream? So what we'll do, actually I didn't set it up, is I'll create a Google Sheets real quick. Actually, hold on, let me turn off the thing so that I could go into my sheets. And oh wait, not that. Boom. El gato. Boom. Alright. 1 second. Google. Oh, thanks for the as a true detective, you know, a true detective has got to have donuts. And yes, sir, I have my donuts, except I don't have a napkin for it. Actually, I do. Because I don't want to get my hands all sticky. Oh, I need like a baton. It's like a wave around the donuts. We got a super chat, €5 from Mr. Bushido. Says, I like your Sora theory, but I think you're looking in the wrong place. He wasn't an ancient warrior. It's all about Sanji's mother. Okay, that could very well be it. A true detective looks in all directions and comes to. I can't stop with the memes right now. Who did it? Who done it? Egghead. Egghead. All right, there we go. All right, we'll create a list here of who did it. Suspects. Oh, wait, not there. Suspects. We're going to make a list of suspects. Oh, wait. Let's do it this way. Clues. Actually, yeah, let's do it this way. Clues. Then we can make the connections. Clues. And then if we got timeline stuff, we'll do it that way. All right. Yeah. So if you guys see the title, who done it? Egghead. I'm not even gonna fix it. Egghead. It will be a long list. Yeah. The thing is, on the surface, it doesn't seem like a long list, but then you start looking at reality, and you realize it's not as clear cut as you might think. So this song, the song that's playing right now is just so like 70s. I feel like. Who done it? Exactly, Kemery. There we go. Get chopsticks for donuts. Oh man, I had chopsticks at my old place, but we're good. Yeah, more like the 60s. Did I say 70s? Yeah, 60s. You're right. Detective Gadget fits Par better than Sherlock. Hey, wait, why does Detective Gadget fit me better? I used to watch Detective Gadget. It's not slandered per se, but like, I'm trying to think of why. I'm definitely Sherlock. Hello. All right. So you know, like any good detective, right? I'm getting Perry the Platypus vibes. See that's I can. Oh, let me do the. No, I can't do the click. All right. Any good detective, you have to go to the scene of the crime. We have to revisit the scene of the crime. We have to analyze everything here. So where are we? Where did the murder take place? We have to ask ourselves that. That's an important question, right? So let's see. Okay, clearly the setting is within Punk Records inside the egg, right? What does this say? What does this say? It says Vegapunk. Okay, so it's some kind of cylindrical thing. We don't know. Wow, they really totaled the place even though they were born here. That's interesting. Wait, hold on. Let me refresh this because is this the updated translations? Ah, yeah, these are the updated translations. Okay. Here we go. So there's a Gurg. Ooh. There's a Gurg. Very interesting. I don't know if anyone noticed the Gurg. The Gurg may be important. Okay. Can someone tell me? Oh, I'm guessing the Gurg is this kanji right here. Okay. Okay, so we have Pythagoras walking inside what seems to be a Vegapunk air compression unit. I don't know what that is. It's some kind of like springy looking building. And it has a pipe next to it, but it's also in like a jungle. Very interesting. He says, you know, it's ironic that they made such a mess of this place, considering the SERAPHIM were originally created here. Okay. All right. So we have a location. The SERAPHIM were created here, but that doesn't help us. He might be just talking about all of Egghead, right? So that doesn't tell us anything. Let's find out if there's any clues in the background. Oh, would you look at this? Katak. The sounds. So we're getting right here the sounds of Pythagoras' boots clicking on the ground. He's wearing Dom shoes. He's walking on a walkway. We don't know where he's going. We don't know where he's... Oh, actually, do we know where he was headed from? We might actually know because Shaka and them were talking. It says, Shaka, this is Pythagoras. There's no one on the 3rd floor of building C. I see. So you should check the... And it cuts off. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So then... Oh, too far. Oh, I see a 9 in the background. Oh, that might be important. We see a 9. It might be in building 9. Oh, look at that. We have Katak. And what looks like to be a shoe behind him. He's shouting, Stella, where are you? And there's footsteps behind him. And then what follows is a massive explosion. So now we know exactly where in this building he was. He was in this little corridor over here, which kind of looks small here, but obviously is massive. So he's at the very top of that. We get a zoom in here, Vegapunk. I'm assuming that says Egghead or something like that. Very massive explosion. So I think we have our first clue. Considering Katak was noted to be the Dom shoes on Pythagoras, right? The same sound effect. And then we hear Katak. I think the first clue is that the culprit is someone wearing Dom shoes. Which doesn't really help us, right? Because the problem with that clue is when you go back to the picture with everyone in the room, everyone in the goddamn mind is wearing these Dom shoes. How crazy. I see JP Legend saying, what if the main Stella is the traitor? Well, I like that. You want to know why? Because the next thing I wanted to do was look at the context of the chapter. That's pretty important, right? We should look at the context of the chapter. Actually, should we look at the context first? No, actually, let's establish location, right? Do we know where these guys are? Do we have any inkling of where they're in, like, the main headquarters, right? It's destroyed. Shaka here, right? Shaka here is on the cams. Let's zoom into the cams actually. Oh wow, wait, actually these cams are like very detailed. What the heck? I didn't realize how detailed. Yo, what the heck? Wait, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Take off the glasses. Did Oda draw like the detail here with like a microscope? How did he manage to do that? Oh, you know what? He probably he drew it big and then he digitally shrunk it. That's the only way it makes sense. Wait, that's kind of wild. I didn't realize on first read how crazy that is. Except Luffy, his are broken. But the thing is, Luffy is still wearing them, I believe. Do we have confirmation that Luffy is still wearing his shoes? Oh, we do. His knees. His knees. They show the shoes. Now, the official translations gave clarifications here. Official translations gave clarification. Originally, it was like his shoes were broken because he was running the whole time, I think. But now we understood it that Luffy's hover function broke, which is why he had to run. But I feel like even if he knew he could run, like, or float, like, he wouldn't. But whatever. All right. So, shoe thing, not a floor thing. If they're broken, they can't stop them. That's true. That's true. Well, we don't know if maybe the magnets still work. Maybe the magnets still work. Someone Pythagoras recognized too, so it's someone. Ooh, is that a clue? It's someone he recognized. How do we know that it's someone he recognized? This reminds me of Detective Conan actually. So he looks back and he goes, He looks back and he goes, So that is a clue, right? What would he go, to someone he didn't know? Would he go, to someone who shouldn't be there? Or would he go, to someone he's confused about him being there? Misread the building by the explosion. Actually has a bunch of C's for building C. Oh, so he's on his way to a new building, which is that's actually important. Okay. Said to the noise. Jumbo, that's a very good point. It could just be that he's not looking at it. And he's just turning around. We don't know, because of the manga panels, we don't know if it's before he turns or after he turns. As in, what's the sound? All right. So I think we can eliminate that as a clue. Very true. And just him hearing something and turning to investigate. I agree. I think we can all agree it's Sanji. Judge manipulated his body into doing his bidding. Now Judge getting his revenge. It ties into the cover story. Monomon with the crazy detective lead here. Now the question is, do we fall into the trap of going in the wrong direction? Well, let's back it up further, right? Pythagoras is here, and it seems like majority of people are in this room. We get a good clue. And it seems like every single person here, except Lucci and Kaku, are wearing Dom shoes. We got Nami, Robin, Frankie, Atlas, York, Chopper, Sanji, Luffy, Zoro, Brook, Jinbei, Shaka. Oh, wait. This is Chopper. Oh, that's Edison. Usopp. Stussy. They're all in this room. They're all here. Outfitted. Now, I know a lot of people are running to the Caribou option. See, I think we can safely eliminate Caribou here. Why? We have not been shown that he is wearing the Dom shoes. And the Dom shoes have been tied to the same sound effect. So, what we should do is, we know all of these people are here. So let's establish a timeline. How much time do you think it's been since Shaka said, you should check the... And the thing is, right afterwards, we find out, right, that this is probably, according to Zaki, that this is building C. How do we know that this is building C, Zaki? Hit me. I don't see. Do you see all the C? Oh, you're talking about these. C, C, C. So you're saying that based off of this is building C. It's very interesting. What does the chat think about that? Do you guys think that this is building C? Did Pythagoras leave building C, or is this still building C and he is on the way to somewhere else? Because that is very important. That allows us to establish timeline. What's up, Tachi? Welcome. What's up, Jason? How do people get Dom shoes? Doesn't anyone that comes in gets a new costume? See, that's what's interesting. That low-key is true. But remember when Luffy, Bonnie, Jinbei, Chopper entered the island? They were fine. They didn't wear anything new. And then they found the costume thing, and then they were told that they were being they were robbed. They were robbing Egghead, right? So I think we can safely assume that there is a process. The people who are wearing Dom shoes right now should be the only ones, unless we get a panel where the Cop Kuma is going after some outsider, which also means that the third party option, you know, I myself was maybe thinking that Blackbeard is here. Well, Blackbeard doesn't have Dom shoes unless he somehow acquired them and Oda just didn't show us, which is, you know, fair. We remember what I said. Maybe we don't have all the clues by the end of the stream. We'll be looking out for that. Maybe Oda shows us a quick thing of the clothing store. I don't know. But let's go back to it. Is this building C? He clearly on his way, whatever building C is, following instructions. Okay, so Mr. Fan, you think that he's already at his new location and he left building C, and this isn't building C. He's probably still exploring C thoroughly before he heads out. So this is building C. El Baffy says it's hard to say if that's building C. We can't know, I'm afraid. Interesting. Okay. So I'm going to throw up a poll, actually. And based off that poll results, I will give you my conclusion as the lead detective on the case here. You guys are my eyes in the sky, if you will. Is Pythagoras, or did Pythagoras, is the crime scene building C? And while you guys answer that, I'll see this super chat from Mr. Bushido from €5. Says, my next take, Caribou absorbed Kara and Drake, and they will appear in the later arc. P.S. Sanji is the Celestial Dragon, his mother's story of War of the Sea. Very interesting. I'd like to see... I like that route, actually. That's an interesting one. JP Legend with the €2. I read this one. What if the main style is a traitor? We will discuss that very soon. Zaki brings up a good point. Now, normally, I personally, close to death scenarios, sure, I've experienced them, but nothing like being an explosion. I don't know how many of you guys have been in an explosion, but I would imagine if you were in an explosion, you wouldn't go, you'd be like, So that's what Zaki brings up. Is Pythagoras dead? We are investing in a crime scene where we don't know if the person's actually dead. We are assuming he's dead, but that's because we're proactive detectives. All right? That's why. We're gonna assume death until proven alive. That is our motto at the moment. Vero, can you please elaborate on why you think Blackbeard might be there? What I was just talking about was that it might be that it's not the case of third party anymore. The reason why was because we still don't know who dropped the defense systems. And prior to Egghead, there was Blackbeard on Amazon Lily, on Winter's Island, and creating this pattern of Blackbeard being anywhere. And the two crewmates that we don't know exist being a part of any of those plans was Lafitte and Shiryu. Lafitte and Shiryu being both the people with the best way to go undercover. They have invisible fruit, and Lafitte was his anytime he's been in the story. Impel Down, Marineford, Gates of Justice, he's always infiltrated the defense system, opened the gates, and then closed it right after, which is exactly what we're seeing here. So that is why there was an idea that possibly they're involved here. Now, it's getting murky because we are getting a lot of people coming here. Now we have the Gorosei guy getting here. So, honestly, the Gorosei guy coming, it kind of takes, not takes away, kind of is like, if the Gorosei is coming, I mean, everyone's coming here. So I wouldn't put it out there. But in this particular case, I think we can eliminate them, because why would the Blackbeard Pirates have Dom shoes? All right, so let me check the vote now. Is the crime scene building C? It's a 70% out of 50 votes on YouTube. 71% and climbing that yes, this was building C. That is important. Why? This is important because if we're to say, right, this is where everyone is in this room. Seems like everyone is still in this room while Shaka's saying, or Pythagoras gives us an update, there's no one on the third floor of building C. That's interesting because, oh, you know what? Is this the schematics to the building that Pythagoras is in? Wait a second, that might actually be it. Look at this. Look at what, is this building not the same shape? Oh, okay. So this is the thing that the Seraphim's cut off the top of, right? It's sliced off. This imagery that we see on Shaka's panel is the entire building. Now, he says, I'm guessing building C is here because that's where Pythagoras, the explosion was. So it could be that floor C, maybe there's a fourth floor, maybe there's a second floor, maybe he went to check a different floor. Interesting. So do we know where they are in this place? We don't know exactly where they are. I don't think so. There's not like a you are here, like a mall directory. But that being said, we get Nami saying, come, let's join the hunt, blah blah blah, right? It seems like everybody cleared out the room. Everyone cleared out the room, and we just left with Luffy, Zoro. I think we can safely say Luffy and Zoro are not there. We can safely say Rob, Lucci, and Kaku are not there. Why? Because they don't have Dom shoes. Now, we go to the PA room lab, right? We don't know how much time passes, but when we come back, we're here. So the question is, where is everybody at this point? Does that mean everybody is a suspect? Well, the reason why the poll right now is super important is because if Pythagoras is still in building C, there's two ways to look at it. He hasn't had enough time to leave for this perpetrator to come here, or when he said he cleared out the third floor, it might mean that he still could be in building C and he's just going to a different part. Like Shaka says, go to the fourth floor or something like that. Very interesting. Honestly, I don't know if that leaves out everybody. Now, the important thing though is let's go with the line of logic. What if the triangles and circles are people showing up on the radar? 3 triangles and 2 circles. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's a cool... Okay, wait. I like this. Wait. This is interesting. Huh. Because, okay. See, I was gonna make a short video, a shorts, about how Vegapunk has recreated all the tech, but you're telling me he hasn't recreated a Weaver card, like a mechanical Weaver? Like, he hasn't GPS chipped all the Vegapunks? But that would be sick. If they're annotated by triangles, and then what would the circles be? The circles would be people who are not chipped. So then what would the circles indicate? Huh, that's interesting. There are doors like the one S Shark was charging in, but the numbers are 5 and 6. What were we saying? On here, there's 2 more doors. Are you talking about here? What are you talking about? The 2 more doors, 5 and 6? Narukami. What if all the explosions release the Seraphim and they're not able to control it? That'd be interesting. Circles could be cameras. Is that fuel on Pythagoras' back? That'd be kind of lame if he was fueled by gasoline. But it could be cola. Middle circle is where Shaka is looking. So right here, you can make out these doors. They say 5 and 6 on them. Interesting. I'm not gonna put too much stock into that, but that is interesting because I think Brago mentioned that in our call actually. See the triangle thing. So then it would be Pythagoras. It'd be Lilith. And then I would assume that Shaka and everybody are here, annotated by that. But then it's confusing because then there would be multiple triangles, right? Then we would have all the triangles noted. And then who would these circles be, right? Could these circles be Caribou? Could be one. And Bonnie. Oh, shoot. Wait a second. Hold on. One of these could be like, okay, if in terms of people who aren't Vegapunks, that are not in a central room, the 2 people would be Bonnie, and it would be Caribou. We'll hold that note. We'll think about that one. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, right now, the important thing is, I think we have to look at who has the most access. Meaning, sure, we went with the line of logic that someone in that room could have done. Actually, we didn't finish that line of logic. The thing is, if it were someone who was in that room, right? If it was someone who was in that room, in order to get to Pythagoras as quickly as they did, it would be someone who's knowledgeable about the map, knowledgeable of where to go. So that makes it all of the Vegapunks, right? The Straw Hats would be cleared. Interesting, right? I want to suspect a Straw Hat, but it's fine. Stussy? Does Stussy know? Maybe. Considering how much Stussy knows about Egghead, I wouldn't put it past it. All right. Now, let's move away from that and let's go to the people who it would make the most sense. We just established the people who are not in that room. Caribou, we eliminated. Why? He doesn't have Dom shoes. At no point in the story did we establish that he was wearing Dom shoes. Actually, there is a human silhouette if you look closely. Wait, what? Really? What do you mean? What do you mean a human silhouette? How do you see a human silhouette? Like in this thing? Well, like you just see like a little nub, right? trying to see if there's anything like on the camera. No. All right. So we eliminated Caribou. Thank you, Mimoji, for joining on as a visionary pirate. Appreciate you. Glad you found the join button. X's camera's taken out. 0 are people. Triangles are Shaka's targets. I don't know about Shaka's targets. Chin. You're putting. You're a detective cannot be biased. This is why I'm the. This is why I'm the lead detective here. Chin, we're gonna have to talk in the back rooms. But here we go. All right, so that would leave Bonnie is not in the main room. Lilith is not in the main room. The Stella body is not in the main room. Very, very interesting. Now, actually, see, the thing about it is we know Bonnie's not the one, right? Because Bonnie is preoccupied by the thing. Why is she a suspect? Because she's wearing Dom shoes. Can't be Bonnie, right? Because why would she be leaving her father's backstory? I mean, if it were up to me, I would have a whole chapter about Kuma, right? Clearly Bonnie's on that same wavelength. Me and Bonnie, we're on the same wavelength. That's why, you know, but detectives can't be distracted. All right, so here we go. That leaves Lilith and the main Stella body. Now, JP Legend donated and you know, as you guys know, detectives are not without their faults. They get pushed on, right? They're paid off, right? We know that. So JP Legend paid me off. He's telling me to look in a certain direction. I can't ignore it. That is what the cops do, right? Hunter says you are too obsessed about the Dom shoes. The reason why we are obsessed about the Dom shoes is because we established that as the main thing. In the official translations, both Pythagoras' shoe steps, the katok, was tied directly to the katok of the shoes behind him. So, unless you could convince me that in another point in the story that shoes on metal make the same thing, I think Oda is trying to lay out the details. And the thing about the Dom shoes is that they're not really the best clue because everyone wearing Dom shoes except for Caribou. So unless you want Caribou to be the person, I think it makes sense to look in all other directions right now. So we were on the Stella body. Let's think about the Stella body. The reason why that's interesting is because you would imagine that the Stella body would be considered one of the triangles on this map if we were to use this map. I'm not saying we're going to do it, but do we know where Bonnie is? Where this paw room is that we're talking about here? This paw room. The paw room lab. I wonder. Because you would think if this is Pythagoras, because this is where the explosion was, right? We know that this building represents what we saw here, right? Just to back it up, I saw some new people in this thing. This building shape, right, matches pretty damn perfectly to this map. Now we know the explosion was here. We saw on the map Pythagoras is there. That's why maybe the triangles are the Vegapunks. Now, if Bonnie were one of the circles that she's not one of the Vegapunks, then wouldn't the triangle be next to her? And we don't even need the map to tell us that. The reason why that's, in my opinion, one of the most suspect things about Stella, the main Vegapunk, is that if we were to go back a chapter, right? Let's go, you know, a good detective always looks at the past, right? We got to look at the past a little bit here. Let me. Where were we at in 1073, Mr. Vegapunk? Is this, let me ask you guys, is this the face of someone innocent? Look at this face. Is this the guy you guys? I mean, maybe I'm showing my bias here, but like, I'm not trying to defend that guy. If that guy shows up on the stand, very, very interesting. You know, and then let's not forget. Where's okay, there we go. Here's the chapter. Okay, so we have this, but then let's also go back one more chapter. Oh, we're going to the past. We're digging deep. We are digging deep. Oh, was it before that? When did Vegapunk make that really sus face? Look at this. Where is it? Right. Oh, is this the man? Rayleigh DK's here. Do you guys see this? Does this look like a innocent face to you? I don't know. All right, so let's see. Okay, so from here, I'm assuming we get to understand where the paw room is, right? Oh, down some stairs. There's some. This looks like it's inside. Oh, is this the first floor? Because they went down the stairs. The paw room. Opens it up. There it is. This could be the first floor. Huh. Now, what we would be looking for then is two things on the same level, kind of, I'm guessing, right? It's interesting. Let's see. Let's look back on this map real quick. Let's see. Now, I did see someone trying to acquit Vegapunk here. Oh, would you look at that? There's a circle and a is this where Bonnie is? Is this the paw room? And are we witnessing the Stella body run over as we speak? Well, that wouldn't make sense, right? I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm not sure. Cause you know what? Something we do have to consider is Shaka saying the man himself is missing. Did we just catch him in a lie? Did we? Shaka, I'm looking at the map. And you know what's funny? So is Usopp. Zoom in on an explosion panel where there's Vegapunk. The silhouette is there. Let me see. You're saying the explosion? The explosion panel? I mean the silhouette's there. I don't see a silhouette. This is the outside of the building. It would be the outside. The building's huge. I don't think we'd be able to see a silhouette here, right? Yeah, I'm not sure about which silhouette you're discussing in the explosion panel. But going back, I think we might have caught Shaka in a lie. Right here, right now. Look at this. He's saying, therefore, I have other satellites. Okay, no. Where did he say exactly? He said, we're suffering two anomalies at the moment. One is the disappearance of the Stella. The other is the loss of control over the Frontier Dome. We're no longer able to leave the labo phase. Which, by the way, makes this a closed room murder. Interesting. Says that's true, but the man himself is currently missing. How interesting. What a perfect way to cover a crime than to paint the man as missing, as giving him an alibi. And you know what? Look at this. Look at this. Look, let me show you guys this real quick. Look. We see baby Vegapunk right here with Bonnie. Right here. Don't you dare touch it, Bonnie. It's enough to be lethal. So you see this beloved daughter figure of yours, right? See this person about to suffer a lethal injury, right? And then when she exits it, you're nowhere to be found. You're not going to check on her? You're not going to be like, hey, Bonnie, are you okay? Do you need some water? I know that was tough. Are you not going to console? You're just going to leave? Now, I know some people are trying to say, wait, but he's a baby. How can you suspect a baby? Well, let me tell you, as the lead detective on this case, we have to look at everybody. Now, you got to remember, this is no ordinary baby. This is the baby with the memory fruit. This is the baby connected to Punk Records. Uh-huh. Punk Records. This Zaki's right. I know a lot about babies. Now someone who said this? Mr. Fan said Bonnie kicked him out of the room. Do we have any proof of that? We do not. I don't believe we have any proof that Bonnie kicked him out of the room. Kicking out, she broke the door. You can see the leg pop out. Yeah, we discussed that. We talked about that. But there's not like I don't know how hey, listen, these are the panels I'm working with. I can't zoom in more. I'm pretty sure this is black and then there's a silhouette in the light of Detective Conan. So I don't know how good your guys' vision, but the vision, the ParVision is not seeing anything other than a foot that could be anything. Other than the only thing that we do know is that Katak from Pythagoras' shoes match the Katak of this person's shoes, leading us to the thing. 1074, she's kicking him out. Don't touch it, Bonnie. Shut up, get out of here. Ah, you're right. See, this is why I may be the lead detective, but we have some of the finest detectives in this stream today. We have 215 detectives on this case. So we see Vegapunk being kicked out. Now so we know that he's leaving. Very interesting. But let me ask you this: do you think he's still a baby? Do you think he's still a baby? See, the thing is, we don't know. We don't know the timeline of... Wait, where is it? Next chapter. This part. It's what, right around here? Right. 10. Wait a moment. Does that tell us? Oh, so this is the central headquarters, this top thing, right? Interesting. Oh my god, Garp. Is it Garp? No, I'm joking. Okay, Bonnie's here. Okay, so what's important here, right, is what she says right here. She says, don't worry, my powers do not work on living things indefinitely. We are not giving a timeline on when he returns to his normal body size. His normal age, if you will. Now, the other thing real quick, is look how mobile. Is this damn... Yeah? No, she's over there. I'm not sure. I'm in a stream. As we were back, there was no disruptions here. That was, the donuts. The first anime Dimension 5 does, you can see the leg popping out of it. Yeah, we talked about that. But you don't get any. I mean, that's the thing with shadows. You can't really tell too much about that. We just know it's a person, right? Thank you for the super chat, though. But take a look at this. Do you guys see the Katak? And who is shown to be making that sound? Is it the Stella or is it Bonnie? Okay, that just tells us the shoes. Which, wait, hold on. Is this Vegapunk baby? Wait a moment. The child abuse. This panel proved itself to be more important than we realized. The Stella isn't wearing shoes. Even if you were aged up, he doesn't have shoes. Oh my, wait, it can't be the Stella body. Suma, that's what I've been saying. There's too many detectives in the chat. We're gonna have to great cleansing them. Vega is impersonating Luffy. Oh, I did see that. Okay. Not impersonating Luffy, but I saw this. Okay. So real quick aside, because I didn't want to bring this up, but the shoe thing was kind of crazy. So there was a theory running around. Brago actually brought it to my attention. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was after the call. He didn't want to bring it into the call because it derailed the conversation. But so the thing is, this is very out of character. Luffy to be wheezing, to be tired. Do you notice anything interesting about Luffy? It's out of character. Luffy tired? What? When have we ever seen Luffy tired? If it was like Gear 4 is the only thing that made him tired. But when have we seen Luffy's tongue like this? Look at it. Look, this tongue. Very crazy. Now, look at these eyelashes. Is this what I think it is? Is the tongue ever gonna go away? Well, do we know somebody with an extended tongue? I think we do, guys. Oh my god, wait, and do those eyelashes match the tongue in the eye? Is this theory that I thought was crazy at first when someone told me about it? I forget who it was, honestly. Is it too insane to think that this is not the Luffy that we've come to know and love? Now, again, when has Luffy ever wheezed from being tired? When has he's been running around the whole time? I've seen Luffy run across countries, guys. I've seen Luffy run at Kaido, turn Gear 4, and still, I've seen Luffy box the 1v1 god and not wheeze. Never for this long. And what's crazy is it's not just us. Zoro, his best friend, the first man on the Going Merry, his right hand, the person who should know him the best, is taking pain for him. Kuma's bubble that made the connection. Even he's like, how long were you running for? At max effort? I mean, hey, I'm just the lead detective. I'm not the prosecutor. I'm just bringing the evidence to you guys. Is this our Luffy, or is it Vegapunk? Stella. I'll ask you guys in the chat. This is up to you. Oh, Luffy's Dom shoes broke too. This is important. Eighth brings up a great point. Could it be the drawbacks of Gear 5? Possibly. Possibly. Shouldn't Zoro's observation hockey seen through this? Hey, I don't disagree with you. Oh, okay. I'm gonna restart the poll. I see you guys want me to throw in Katarina Devon. See it. Who is Luffy? Who is Luffy? It's Luffy. Stella, VP, or Devon of the BB Pirates. The BBP. Let's see what my detectives say. Later, Chin. Thank you for stopping by. The eyelashes are too convenient. Stealth, or who said this? Dylan Collins. Hey, look, I'm gonna bring it back up for those of you guys who'd missed it. Look, when have we ever seen these eyelashes from Luffy? When have we ever seen this tongue from Luffy? Oh, wait a second. The same eyelashes? Wait, the same tongue? It's crazy. Right now it's 56% that it is Luffy. 56? Oh wait, Jared, just send it in the Discord. Just join the Discord. There's a stream alerts thing. I'll look at it there. I may not be able to pull it up on stream because I'm on a separate computer here. Check Discord when I can. All right, let me see. It could be. Okay, so we have Kev Dog. One of the higher ranking detectives in the chat says it could be a holographic disguise for Vegapunk, since holograms are one of the first things we saw in this arc. The eyelashes, the tongues, the fact that he isn't wearing the shoes. A lot is going on here. Very interesting. Luffy has shown those eyelashes before. Jumbo, the man, the myth, the legend, with the evidence. Now, do you have proof to back it up? Let me know what chapter to go through. Very, very interesting. Simon asks a great question about why, man. In any case, he would want to have Luffy by his side to protect him. It's a very, very interesting point. Now, that's where things get complicated, right? Because what do we know? Shaka at least told us he knew that he was gonna die. If the Stella knew that there was a murderer after him, maybe Shaka told him. Maybe that's why he's going undercover. Maybe that's why he's wearing disguise. He's in hiding. Can one of the mods, if they see Jer's thing, Jer's post in the Discord, just at one of the mods, they will put it in the Streamlabs thing, or if it's already there, then I'll be able to see it. Apologies. Let me see if I could actually pull it up here on my phone. That'd be cool. All right. So we're gonna check some evidence here. All right. And then if what's his face? Jumbo, Amazon Lily when Boa tries to petrify him. Chapter 518. About. All right. You didn't give me a chapter, but we'll see. We'll see this. Where is... Oh my god, that's so scary. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're close. Oh! You saw it! Damn, I was close. Oh, wait. I said 5 to 18, right? Wait. No way. No way. I actually got that? That's crazy. Because I doubted myself and I went to 517. Oh. Oh. We have the 3 eyelashes. Jumbo. Mambo Jumbo here with the proof. Detective proof that Oda has drawn 3 eyelashes on Luffy prior. So these eyelashes could be there, but Jumbo, can you explain what that tongue do? Can you explain what that tongue do? And while you answer that, I'll be taking a bite of my donut. We have the hidden island here. One of the master detectives coming in to emphasize what that tongue do. Now, again, we may have explained the eyelashes away, but how have we explained the tongue? That Shaka is a hologram? Crazy. Man ignores YouTube messages. I'm trying not to. I'm trying my best. What if Vegapunk is trying out to figure if Shaka has been working against him? Yeah, Shaka being a hologram is wild. Wait, hold on. This got deeper. Okay. So let's take notes down. Let's instead of this, let's eliminate some people for the sake of the stream. Let's eliminated people. I'm eliminating Caribou because of the shoe thing, right? It's hard to convince me that Oda would put the Katak from Pythagoras' shoes here and then Katak here right next to each other, right? And then we saw it again with Bonnie's shoes, right? Where was it? Katak. Like, it's emphasized. Anytime someone's walking with these shoes, you get the katak. That's a shoe. The sound of the Dom shoes clicking on the ground, right? So Caribou does not have those shoes. And Vegapunk does not have those shoes. We notice during the scene where Bonnie commits child abuse. It was Oda did this scene to show us that he does not have the shoes. I think it's safe to say it's not the Stella body at this point. But that does not acquit him. Sent in Discord General. Interesting. All right, so this is what all the hubbub is about. Let me see if I can pull it up here without the DMs showing. One second. Now, we'll put this one up to a vote. I won't be the, you know, we have a bunch of here. We have a bunch of people here. So we'll ask the chat. I'm going to put it on screen and you guys tell me what you guys think here. Dismiss. Come on. Hello. Oh, my Discord, please. Discord. 1 second, guys. Let me pull up the Discord thing again. All right. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go this other route where I will show it from my camera. Ignore the current top thing. 1 second. All right. This is what is being discussed. That is what is circled. Now, I'm going to put a poll up. He is saying that in this panel, that... Now, I will show you again what the big panel looks like. That is what the panel looks like. And then this is a shadow of a person. Now, I don't know if that gives us any more details. I'm honestly gonna be honest. I don't know if that tells us anything more about this person other than maybe where they are. I'll leave it up to my master detectives in the stream. Tell me, Luffy has had tongue out after Gear 4 wears out and he is tired. After Gear 4's worn out, which chapter would that be? I'm thinking Katakuri. Honestly, Whole Cake Island fight is a blur. Jumbo, hit me with the chapter of that one, because that one might take me a few hits. I'm thinking it's like, what? 882-ish, probably. That's when Gear 4 runs out. 882. Probably. Doesn't that shadow match up with the triangles? Let's find out. So that looks like the ground floor. And so if that were the ground floor, then this triangle, hey, maybe it does. Hey, the stocks on that hold on. If this map actually, because this is where Pythagoras is. There is a triangle where Pythagoras is. If this is where Bonnie was in the paw room, there's someone else there. This is the control room where all of the satellites should be. We determined that before. And this is the ground room. So Bonnie's here. This is there. The Stella body could be that, right? Yo, man, throwing in the hologram thing is kind of wild, though. Now I think about it. Isn't that the shadow of the building nub in front of the octagon? Yes. Yes, Elbafi. That is what it is. Phase through the giant mech and Bonnie hit him. The only way you can hit a hologram is with light gloves. So... Doesn't Pythagoras say the third floor is clear? So we don't know what... Okay, so this all could be building floor 3. If floor 3 is cleared, so then... Oh, what it could be is that he's walking from this part to that part. This is where he currently is. Huh. And you know what's also crazy about this is whoever showed up came from behind him, like where he was walking from. So like they also kind of would have to be in 3rd floor of building C. Which if this is building C, there's no one here there. Oof, this is getting more convoluted than I thought when we started off. Alright. So let's go back to eliminating people. I'm gonna ask you guys, do I eliminate the Stella body? Because it seems like there was a majority that think that Shadow is a person. Is Stella still a suspect? Luffy was captured by CP0 and Vegapunk replaced him. Why are we discussing if the Shadow's a person? Well, I want to know if that Shadow was a person. It could tell us about placement of people. Alright, majority at the moment say no. Very interesting. It's close. Shaka can't be a hologram. He's using the controls on the cameras. Can the holograms... Luffy goes through them. There's no physical thing. True. So then it would be a person. He is interacting with the controls, isn't he? Isn't he? Ah. Very true. Hologram photonic gloves, Chekhov's gun. Can holograms wear the gloves? Shaka's covered head to toe. He could have swapped places with a robot. How do we know there is a traitor and the person who let down the shields did that to lure the CP0 in? The traitor angle is right now the reason why the punks... So if the suspects are all here and it's a closed dome operation, the thing about this is that in order to find Pythagoras in the amount of time where he didn't even leave the place where he said he was, like he was just about to walk from it, that would imply that this person is knowledgeable about the place. They might even have a map of the place. They might memorize the place, right? I don't see Lilith, right? And Lilith is an important thing. Wait, go back to that Stussy panel? What about Stussy? What are we looking at for Stussy? Does Stussy have anything specific on her? Now something that, you know, we failed to do. If we zoom into this Stussy. I see. This is why we have many detectives on the case. Some of our detectives get distracted by donuts. Some of them get distracted by women. Some distracted by money. Right? Earlier when people super chatted, I had to look in the directions, right? What we kind of have to look at is who here has the weapon, the murder, the what is it called? What is it when the person has stab wounds, that's how they died, and where the weapon of interest, is that what it's called? Help me out, detectives. What is that? I forget the terminology. Anime Dimensions, $5 super says, what if Shaka is in the control center, is not Shaka or robot clone, and using a voice change or something similar to Detector? That'd be wild. I don't, you know, Atlas uses fists. Frankie has explosions. Nami has Zeus, but I don't know. Explosion. There's no way you could sneak up on Pythagoras with Zeus like that, right? Okay. Edison, I have not seen explosions from him. Sanji, did he Ifrit him? No, I don't think so. York, she just eats and poops. Her only weapon right now at the moment is that banging body. Now, moving on, Zoro uses swords, not been shown to have explosions. Luffy, Zoro, we already eliminated those two. Oh, we can put Zoro and Luffy as eliminated. Luffy, I'm putting asterisks there. Putting asterisks. Zoro. And then, who's last? Rob, Lucci, and Kaku. Jinbei does not have explosions. Chopper, no explosions. Brook, no explosions. Usopp? So we have Usopp with explosions, Frankie with explosions, and we don't know what Shock is capable of. But you know who we should be looking at? Is the person we can't look at. The person who's not in the panels. The person who's not in the... at all. Oh wait, does Tussie have explosions? I mean, woo, explosive. All right, let's check stream alerts. I'm getting a notification. One of my lead detectives. In the building, before the explosion, no shadows, but during the explosion, there's a huge shadow. Reminds me of Salmon Wolf when he showed up in Marine from Maeve Moria. I'm not sure if you've seen this yet. Oh, we talked about. I think that because there's a side to that thing. I wish I could pull it up right now, but like I think the explosion creates a lighting thing and it's casting a shadow. That's right where I'm at with that part. Because you see how it's like shaded on the right side, but then after the explosion creates light and then it's there. Hopefully that answers it. We will get we'll get to discussing the motives. Maybe that'll enlighten us onto some of the things that we wondered before. What is that below York's shoulder in the big group panel? El Baffy. Let's find out. Those could create explosions. Where though? I mean, if Pythagoras was wearing pants, there we go, solved. I'm joking, but I see people bring up Hattori. The thing about Hattori is I've never seen him make a Katak, right? Now he could surprise us. He could be the Kataker, but let's go to I think who everyone wants to think, right? The main suspect, the person who is not in the room. The person who knows Egghead. The person who has Dom shoes. The person who, by the way, right? By the way, where is this chapter? Oh, not the child abuse one. Let me enlighten us a little bit. Where are we at? Where's Oh my goodness. Is that someone with Dom shoes? Is a punk? Has explosive bazooka? Is it as simple as that? The person who's missing, is this how simple the murder mystery is? Did we waste this whole time here on the stream? When it could just be Lilith. Now, the thing about it, right? Is it that simple? What's interesting about that is we've seen Lilith cry. Wait, was it just 1073? 1073 was it? Right? Around. Is this does that look like someone who would murder her own kind? Edison was about to die. And Lilith is here not just crying. Snot coming out of the nose. So, if she cared about Edison, why murder Pythagoras? But it's not just that. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. Who is the person who rushed Atlas to the hospital? Can we rewind a little bit and figure that out? Where's Atlas here? I'm pretty sure it was just a chapter. Oh, we have the silhouetted Denden Mushi. Do you guys remember what chapter? Oh my god, York. Do you guys remember what chapter the Atlas thing was? I feel like it was one chapter before this. Let's see. Meow. Luffy doing all this. Oh, there we go. Who is the person? Oh wait, that's Atlas there. Oh yeah, wait, I must have missed the chapter. Oh, whoa, look. Luffy with the tongue out. Maybe that is the real Luffy. Maybe that is the drawbacks of the Gear 5. Maybe Luffy was a red herring all along. Where is the Atlas thing? I'm pretty sure. Wait, wasn't it Lilith who took Atlas to the? Our goal is not to fight back. It's to ensure the Stella escapes. We are the satellites. If we have to sacrifice ourselves, it will be well worth it in service of the Stella's safety. Interesting. We have our main suspect here declaring how important it is to save the Stella. But she says herself, the satellites are expendable. Oh, we have Mosh, one of the greatest detectives in the community, saying he solved it. Mosh, do you want to enlighten us? Lilith isn't about logic, though. That's Shaka's specialty. Part of the bodies are all about hive mind and science. So any action they take is based on logic. What logic would there be to betray everyone else when CP0 arrives? It's a fair point. I think that, if we're suspecting the Vegapunks, we do have to figure out motive. Isn't that Shaka saying that? It's Shaka saying that. Oh, you're right. Fair enough. Again, this is why we have multiple detectives on the scene, on the case. Oh, listen to the good little boy arguing what's right. I hate your righteous guts. Whoa. Lilith, if we took Lilith to the stands to testify, I think we could use that. She hates Shaka's guts. That sounds like someone who would be willing to kill if it came down to it. Wasn't Lilith the one? But hold on, wasn't Lilith the one with the Atlas body though? Real quick, that was the original thing. Where is Lilith? Where's Atlas? Bonnie butt. We're back here. The Vegapunks running back. Damn, I really forgot where the thing is. So this is the building that we're looking at, right? The top part got chopped off, and all of them are still on the side. Pythagoras is over here. Everybody falls off. Oh, that's crazy that they like survived this, because everybody is in here technically. And this thing fell off. That's why like everybody like everything's broken inside. Oh, crazy reveal. Very, very crazy reveal. Was it this? Damn, where's that Atlas thing? I'm so lost of the thing.
Huh. Pythagoras. Let's see. What does he say? Well, let's see what he says before he passes away. Oh my goodness. Lilith. That's crazy. It's freedom. Da 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 da. You know what's interesting too? Now I think about it. Lilith. Where's Lilith? Lilith is here. She's first there. Yes, freedom. Hey, SERAPHIM. Right? But she doesn't finish her command. That gave me such a scare. Lilith, that gave me such a scare. Making Edison go in the forefront, right? Lilith stopped her commands. And she's also very close to Edison. She is a combatant. She's been shown to fly. And Lilith is here sitting there. Did he get ... But Sanji's the one who saved him. You mean him? That was close. Was Lilith trying to set up Edison to die in this panel right here? Are these the fake tears of a murderer? Edison stopped her commands. I'll handle this. Is that what happens here? No. Her command stopped up here. She gets scared because she gets targeted. She says, hey, SERAPHIM, right? It's targeting her. But this is the Mihawk one. Zoro handles the Mihawk one. Then she goes, that gave me such a scare. Pushing Edison to the front. And she's also the closest one. Look, she survives it, but look at where Edison is. He's right there. Stop fighting now. Did he get? And Sanji's the one who saved it. Lilith wasn't willing to die for Vegapunk, but Edison was. Seems like her loyalty is in question. SERAPHIM rules. Edison has control of them until real Punk shows up. Right, no, but all the satellites have control. Lilith is trifling. Hey, when Stussy was trifling with the CP0, who was your boy in the live reaction who's called her out? The lead detective on this case. That's who. So if my sixth sense is tingling here, I don't know. It kind of feels similar. Now, I saw a question. I saw some people bring up. Wait a second. They're all connected to Punk Records. See, the thing is, they have to sync. They have to sync up. But how would a Vegapunk with this kind of mentality avoid being suspect by the rest of the satellites? Maybe she avoided, or sorry, I'm biased. Maybe the Punk didn't connect to Punk Records. Maybe they were avoiding it. I wonder if we have proof of that. Fair, we don't know when the last link up was. This is true. But you would imagine that someone who has murder on their mind, I think that's important. Is this premeditated? I feel like this is premeditated, right? This is opportunistic. How do we know that? Well, how did Shaka know that he was going to die? Is this what he meant? Was Shaka suspecting somebody? And all of the sus things about Shaka right now, given how smart he is, has been in a way to smoke out the person, to catch them in the act, if you will. Is that why in this scene where we think Pythagoras is dead, instead of the normal death cry of ah, you know, like when if you die, imagine going ah and then there's a period. That's an emphasized thing. I forgot who brought that up, but that's important. Is this the sound of someone who died? Or is this a cop out? Is Pythagoras alive? And is this all been a ploy to catch the person in the act? Because you know how it goes. Innocent until proven guilty. Well, if you catch them in the act, guess who's guilty? The person who did it. Dun dun dun. No, I'm joking. So, wouldn't the other punks know when someone hasn't updated due to the lack of information they usually have? DK, bring up a great point. Do we have proof of somebody who seemingly missing information? You know, like, if you think about it, like, let's think about it like this, right? At this point, right? At this point in the world, after Wano, right? The world knows Emperor Luffy, right? It's Emperor Straw Hat Luffy. It would be odd if you went to an island, if you went to someone, and they didn't know who Luffy's was. The name face plastered, name their bounty at 3 billion, Kid, Law, Luffy, the Yonkos. If you didn't know who the Yonko was and they were standing right in front of you, that'd be odd. Right? They're crewmates as well. It'd be really suspect if you proclaimed that you weren't aware of how powerful someone was. Right? I wonder, did someone prove to us that they didn't know about Luffy's crew? Huh. Let me take us back a few chapters. Let's go back, right? Huh. She proclaims herself to be Dr. Vegapunk. Very interesting. Is that inferring that she wants to be the only Vegapunk? Or maybe she has a preference for the Stella. Vegapunk Lilith the evil. She did not save him. Hey, look at this. Lilith, what do you think you're doing? Shut up, Shaka, you do-gooder. Will Pride increase our budget? First of all, they're not going to surrender. That's the crew of Straw Hat. The one who just got made Emperor of the Sea. Uh-oh. Does this foil our logic? She said she does know. I know, right? They must be laden with treasure. She knows. In that case, you made a terrible mistake. You know what's interesting? How does Shaka? Oh, he's probably looking through like one of the animals, right? I just kind of realized that he has all these cameras, but he doesn't like see inside his own. I mean, yeah, I guess the Den Mushi is destroyed. So talkative jokers are just a distraction? Maybe hey, that might foil the plan that Lilith didn't upload. Maybe we don't have proof. Lilith is more suited to be a pirate instead of being lock on Egghead. Yeah. No, I think it's her being irrational, even though she knows that you're Yonko. Yeah, that's what it seems like after investigating the past. I don't think we can say that this is a moment, but I wonder if there is a moment. Can any of you guys think of a moment when one of the punks seemed a little bit more disconnected. Could it be Atlas? Did Atlas know about Luffy on... Huh. Did Atlas not know about Luffy? That's an interesting one. But the thing is, Atlas doesn't have a rocket launcher, right? She's never used a rocket launcher. Oh, she also... Oh, wait. When she walks, it makes a plod sound. Because she's so big? Wait, isn't that... Wait, that's kind of crazy, actually, now that I think about it. Can we eliminate Atlas from this? Because she plots? Look, see, plod, plod. Plod, plod. Oh, maybe it's because she's not walking on the ground thing. Mr. Fan, 10 euros, thank you, says, just to say, great stream, enjoying this whodunit mystery. Who better to find out than this chat, this community right here? Anime Dimension with the $5 super chat. Sorry, I missed this. He said, Shaka, when he was introduced, his jacket has caution written. Can we take this as a hint? That Shaka's the worry one? Lilith is the only one besides Pythagoras who isn't there. What if because 5 out of the 6 Vegapunks are innocent, their bias towards not having done it drowns out the suspect's knowledge? Well, they're not constantly being updated. Hey, Par, why not get Sai as a Marine detective? The Marines are awful detectives, first of all. Can we just establish that the Marines are awful? They don't even know what happened at Marine at a marriage walk, right? Like BB's gone, right? Like, can we see this at the end of the chapter real quick? Like, they're the worst. Oh god. How does the eating for them get updated but not the thoughts? Cosmixy. Very interesting. What about Edison, Par? See, I thought it was Edison. But the thing is, okay, now let's start discussing motive. Let's start discussing motive, right? Why would you want to kill Pythagoras? What would be the reason for this? Oh, sorry. Like, why now? In a closed off dome. When the eyes are on you. The thing is, you know what? You know what's crazy about this, actually? The person was only able to do this technically, unless Shaka is not involved. The only way this person was able to do it is because the building got destroyed, right? If the building weren't destroyed, then the cameras would be up, and Shaka would be able to track everybody. But because the cameras were destroyed in some part, that's what allowed Shaka to lose track of things, right? Wait a second. What is Pythagoras' purpose as Vegapunk? He is wisdom. He thinks. He's the thinker. But wait a second. When did Pythagoras leave? Wait, do we now that I think about it, when did Pythagoras leave? Isn't that kind of sus? Now that I think about it? Like, all of them were together, and then Edison and Lilith go take care of the SERAPHIM, right? But why did Pythagoras leave? Do we know? Where is this? Okay, so the SERAPHIMs are here. Edison and whatever. Lilith. Wait. When's the last time we saw Pythagoras, actually? Wait, that's actually kind of important, right? Like, we probably should establish... I feel like I did earlier, but I didn't, like, note it. Where is Pythagoras? Yo, I'm about to use the wiki for this one, because they would know the last time we saw him. Okay. So we see Lilith, Pythagoras. Here we go. Okay. Or actually, oh, they were going to go see the, he had an invention idea? Wait, that's Edison who does that. He was going to check the dome. Katha B, what if nothing, that is something, the thing is, Katha, something happened to Pythagoras. The question is, did he die? Did he actually die? Is the main question. Because, I mean, there is an explosion. An explosion that's not accounted for. It's not like the Seraphims caused that explosion, right? My money is Pythagoras is the culprit. Hey. Hold on that. Okay, so I think... Wait, hold on. Actually... I think Pythagoras left to check the dome. There we go. Frontier dome deactivated. Who did that? What's the meaning of this? Is someone in the control room? No, I don't see anyone on the monitor. Interesting. Interesting, right? No one's on the monitor. That would imply invisibility. Now, can holograms do invisibility? Wait a second. Maybe we should establish who's here now, right? I like how Oda gives us... Okay, so we have Shaka, York, Edison, the main body, Pythagoras, Lilith. Wait, are we missing any of them? Atlas. Oh, Atlas was dead, though. Not dead, but like, you know, technically dead, right? She was harmed at that point. So it wouldn't make sense if there's Atlas there. Stussy's not even up here. No one else. And then while they're here... Bonnie's running. The dome deactivated. No one's on the monitor. Perfect timing for CP0. The plot thickens. Who is the one that says there's no one in the control room? Is it Shaka? Maybe he's lying. No, it's Pythagoras. Pythagoras is the one who said there's no one in the thing. Invisibility? Is Sanji the traitor? Dun dun dun. Alright, where is... Okay, so the Frontier... Shaka. The Frontier Dome has been restored, but we let CP0 get inside. Oh, drat. We were too late. They're going after the Straw Hats then. Yes, it seems that the blah blah blah. Hey guys, we're already leaving. Blah 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 blah. Okay, and then we skip over here. So the next chapter, we have to look for Pythagoras' words. Where's Pythagoras? Do we see Pythagoras at any point here? No. Wait. So did he? Okay, here we go. Shaka. Wait. Someone clarify. Maybe I'm missing it, but I'm scrolling through these. Does Pythagoras, does he say anything before he leaves? I'm pretty sure he did. Okay, here we go. Stussy's problem solved for us right here. Okay, there's Pythagoras. There we go. Okay. Lilith and Edison. Wait a second. The Stella was nowhere to be found. Wait. Roxy Zora, don't trust the main body. Yeah, I think the main body's sus, but I don't know if it's this part because what we established was that the person needs the Dom shoes. I know some people disagree with that. Some people, but the Dom shoes, and then right now, from what we saw, Baby Vegapunk was not wearing Dom shoes. Anime Dimension $5 says, in Detective Conan, there are many cases where the culprit acts as a victim. It can be the same to Atlas. If Oda presents well, anything can happen. Now, see, we're gonna go to that in a second. Zoom in on the Gorosei's hands? What? El Baffy? What? It's not his foot. If you're gonna have a fetish, at least have a normal. I'm joking. I'm joking. 1 second. Let me turn on the light. I think the case. We were in the dark. But we might be in a better place now. With the light is shining. I see the light, guys. So Pythagoras didn't tell us he left. Is that what I'm gathering? Can people in the chat confirm this? Did Pythagoras ever say where he was going? He just left. Like this chapter, it doesn't say anything about Pythagoras. Like, and the reason why that's interesting is Shaka, this is Pythagoras. There's no one on the 3rd floor of the building. Why is he already looking? Isn't that weird? Like, what was he doing? Now I think about it, how is he already like in a place to be looking? What is that? Huh? No, I had to have missed it. He definitely said he was going. Rico Ashi checking on Domsky. That's what I thought, but sent him the search. He said so. When did he say that? Can someone tell me that? Because that's where I just need that line. I need that line that say. Because one is the disappearance of the Stella, the other is a loss of control of the Frontier Dome, right? But when did Pythagoras volunteer to do it, right? Edison and Lilith said where they were going. Sawyer7 said he makes a good case for Caribou. That's interesting. I'm definitely going to check that after the stream because we eliminated Caribou already. But, hey, could be Caribou. Maybe as a detective I'll bring out. Can we research how Pythagoras knew Stussy was an ally? So that would be 1070 2, right? No, 1073. That would be 1073. 1073. Stussy's here, right? Okay. Oh, wonderful news. Stussy's solved that problem for us. I think they already knew that Stussy was possible. Like, as a person. Like, they were aware of Stussy because when they called her ahead of time. He couldn't have seen that coming. She's been on our side for over 2 decades of undercover work. So I don't think that's too suspect. Before they cut off the thing, let me Okay, wait, I'm starting to get the picture painted. Okay. Hear me out, guys. He knew and Edison beware of him. 1071. Wait, what are you guys saying 1071 is? 1071 is where Pythagoras said he was going to check the dome. But yeah, no, there's no way. Don't run off. Some mindless. So we have to go to when the dome actually drops, right? Because that's down here. Oh no. That's up here. That's. This is. What is the call? We do have one more ally on the island, right? No, wait. If you're talking about who I think you are, and taking our side would mean being driven out of home and chased by the world government, right? As long as CP0 is out of the picture, escape is honestly a piece of cake. It'll just taking a ride with the Straw Hat Stella. That's Edison saying that. I'll escort you to the port in the Vega Force. Do that, Lilith. Let's hurry. I don't take orders from you. Okay. Oh! Wait a second. Lilith I'll escort you to the port in the Vega Force. She wanted to be alone with the main body. Fair. I mean, but maybe Shaka would have decided that too. I mean, we know that Shaka would have decided, so it's not that sus. No, so like in this, okay. Here, the frontier. Let's. Too late. They're going to. I don't see in this chapter where Pythagoras says he's gonna go check on the dome. Okay, let me paint this picture though. In order to attack Pythagoras, the cameras need to be down. In order for the cameras to go down, the labo phase needed to be destroyed. In order for the labo phase to be destroyed, the dome security would need to go down. So the person who wanted the cameras to go down and enact this plan would be the same person who did the dome thing. The person who attacked Pythagoras needs to be knowledgeable about the place and look at the map, understand where things were. Mr. Fan, this chapter 1070, so that tells us that he already left. He was already gone. Pythagoras was not there with them, right? Because he was checking. But at what point did he leave to go do that, right? My point is Lilith and Edison told us they were going to stop the SERAPHIMs, but Pythagoras never did. So where did Pythagoras go initially? Why did he go? When did he go? I feel like that's missing right now. We go from the domes down to, because Shaka said that's right, Mr. Fan. Where is that? That's where I'm trying to find out. When did Shaka send Pythagoras? Is what I'm saying. Also, which chapter is the Six Faces of Vegapunk? Is it 1066? Is it 1065 or 1066? Valhalla. Which one is this one? 6 Vegapunks. Okay. Something I want to look at real quick. Where is Pythagoras? I want to see their introduction. That was a close one. The SERAPHIM are still children. They're not ready for laser tests yet. You can say that again. Okay, so Lilith showing compassion. Do you have any idea how much a single blah, blah, blah? Oh, not compassion, money. Just thought of a new invention goes. Okay, wrap this up, Pythagoras. I got draw plans. You don't get fascinating data like this every day. This is a once in a lifetime input. The Seraphim's attack patterns evolve as they grow. A possible approach to issues caused is the growth acceleration. Pulse, BPM, blah, blah. I need to go to the bathroom, but I can't waste time. Wait a second. Pythagoras can detach. So what's this big body for? Pythagoras can detach from the main body. My god, the last part of the Brago perspective video was nuts. Which part? Oh, this the shame. Oh god, we gotta talk about that another day. What if Alice pretend to be hit by Lucci, and that's some kind of fake Alice? She's the Vegapunk of Wrath. Yeah, it's interesting. Alexander with the $20 super chat says, oh wait, we have one before that. Sorry. Mr. Fan with the €5 says, in this chapter page with monitors, Nami, Robin panel, he said he sent the satellites and lab workers to search. No, but he said they went to search for Vegapunk. Right? Oh, yeah. Okay. But then the lab workers and the satellites, right? That's what he said? I see what you're saying now. Okay. So therefore, I have the other satellites and workers inspecting the lab. Doesn't that imply Lilith? If he's saying the other satellites and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 satellites here, that would imply Lilith is also supposed to be searching for Vegapunk. Lilith and Pythagoras. So what I realize is that we can eliminate this thing because this thing is detached from my understanding. This thing is completely detached because the Seraphims cut it off. They cut off this part. This is right where Shaka is. That's what this is. And this is like somewhere on the ground because it fell. This and this are this is Pythagoras, most likely. And this is something else. Now, here's where my brain was going. Shaka also says Vegapunk could be unconscious and still on the island. He could have fallen unconscious outside of the cam snail's view. Because something I was thinking about was maybe the satellites have the tracking thing, but maybe the Stella doesn't, which is odd. Meta reason Lilith is evil. Edison opposed Tesla's theory. Opposed Vega's ideals. Yeah, $5 super chat from Alexander. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say about the Edison thing. Me and Sai talked about this, I believe, or maybe it was me and Sai. Yeah, about how Edison and Tesla, they had real life beef. So considering Vegapunk, the Stella body has the dream that matches Nikola Tesla, like our Tesla, that dream. It could be that Edison and that there's a narrative reason why that would make sense. Lilith, right, is evil, but Lilith also betrayed in the Bible, or not the Bible, the Torah or something like that, some kind of like religious text. They're just warped away and didn't do something like that earlier. Planet birthday. I've been wondering this too. So something that we don't take into account is what is it, chapter 1065 No, 1060. Wait, does this go forward or backwards? Oops. Oh, right here. This. The robot exploded. Help. Rayquaza, I need help. I failed again. Blast it. Someone, anyone. Rayquaza, help. Did... There's an ah. There's an ah. Exploded. Did the time space get twisted somehow while I was warping? The thing is, though, there wasn't like an actual explosion, was there? That's interesting. Alright, so we have Master Detective Kevdog on the case. Shh. We don't know the context of this, right? But this is pretty important. You guys see that? Vegapunk did go invisible. This was the same way that that like when Queen went invisible, it was the same invisibility. So then is it Vegapunk is not missing. He's just being obnoxious. I could see that. And is Pythagoras really not dead? We might have solved one of the crimes. Let's see. No, 3 day, but behind that is Frankie behind Shaka in this panel. In this panel right here, that's Frankie. Frankie has the clock thing on his head too. Over here. This is interesting. Frankie's over here now. Hold on, let me finish this donut. See, the thing is, the transporter accident, right? Wait a moment. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. What was it? Chapter 1071? Where's 1071? Okay, 1071. The dome. Dome goes down. Where... Wait a second. Wait, what? Whoa, we're getting help, folks. Okay, so the Stella body's right here, right? Oh, poor Sentamaru. This is the thanks for you get for being so faithful. I'm sorry. What is the call? We do have one more ally. Well, you heard the stakes. I Rayquaza help out of this mess. No hesitation at all to beg for his life. Whoa, we're getting help, folks. As long as CP0 is out of the picture, escape is honestly a piece of cake. It'll just mean taking a ride with the Straw Hats, Stella. I'll escort you, blah, blah, do that. I don't take orders. Well, folks, I got a request. We're ready, so may I Rayquaza a spot on your ship for 7? 7? All the Vegapunks? Ew, no. Is Lilith included? Then I'm all for it. A voyage with the 7 greatest scientists in the world. Okay. But at the same time, wait, stop, Bonnie. Vegapunk, I'll get you for those bugs. How about those things, right? Okay. Thing goes down. How did this happen? Now that I think about it, how did Vegapunk leave this room? Bonnie was looking for... Vegapunk. She found him, but Vegapunk was in this room with everybody. No? Did he say he was leaving? Bui, huh? Okay, something gets Luffy's attention. Oh, this is the thing going down. Den Kushi, can I submit? Yeah, in the Discord, just send it in general for right now. Unless you have access to stream alerts, then send it there. But you can send it in general. A small Pythagoras is in the control room. The thing is, Pythagoras is here and he's noting it, right? I was thinking someone could hide in his body, but now I'm confused because, like, what? Vegapunk is right here, the Stella, right? Bonnie is running with Luffy and Chopper. The dome goes down. In between this time, right? The dome goes down. They restore it. Luffy and Chopper are here with everybody. Bonnie is now chasing Vegapunk. How does that happen? What if Pythagoras has a Stella in his belly compartment and the monitor shows one shrine? That's what I was thinking, Rabbit Head. I was thinking of, but then it's weird because then whoever is trying to attack Pythagoras would be saying Pythagoras is the evil one. But in order to suspect him, you would know that he's in there, but like either way, it's like you'd be threatening the Stella body, right? Ah, that's a tough one. But like, doesn't it make sense that this, because like think about it. Wait, hold on. Can we verify this real quick? That besides Atlas, right? Besides Atlas in this room, when the dome actually deactivates, the Stella's no longer here. Wait, is that weird? And then the no, I'm pretty sure I read it. I did miss this one. I believe it's Alexander with $20 super chat. It says, I believe it's Edison and Lilith. When the system went down, Edison was missing, and Lilith was missing when Pythagoras went down. Both went for Seraphim authority when orders needed to be given, also defend each other. So Lilith is here, but you're saying Edison is missing when the dome goes down. Is Edison missing here? Edison's right here. Edison's right here. But when the dome actually goes down, where's the actual dome part? I keep scrolling past it. So Edison's not there anymore. Oda doesn't show Edison. Ah, damn, if Edison was ever shown to walk, the katak thing would be hit so much harder. We do know based on size, you make different sounds because Atlas makes a plop plop sound. Atlas is pretty much safe, in my opinion. It'd be crazy though if it were Atlas. That'd be quite the plot twist. Edison and the Stella do disappear. Alice is a traitor. It's right in front of us. Okay, Carmelo says Alice is a traitor. The thing is that in the previous thing, when Alice was walking, it had made a plod sound, but it could be on metal. It makes a different sound. Atlas was hurt. She's the first defense, but they wouldn't expect her to save the CP0, protect from CP0 in the first place. She's only shown to be punching. I feel like the main thing that made sense right now is that the people who interact are Lilith and Pythagoras. But the question is, which one's the evil one? Is it Lilith or is it Pythagoras? Because Pythagoras is kind of sus a little bit. But Lilith has everything, right? Has the shoes. Is a punk. Cares about the Stella body, but also has the weapon. Why repair Alice if they'd have to take them out again just to spare? It's Bonnie attacking Pythagoras since it's her yearning for the truth somewhere in the lab. But I don't think that would make sense for Bonnie to be at the Kuma bubble and at the Pythagoras thing. It's York, the person you suspect the least. After Alice got injured, we don't see her until the recent chapter. Who's to say she's not the hologram? Not a hologram like earlier. Can't be Lilith. She reacted to Lucci when accused for disappearing CP ships. But wouldn't that make her sus, Den Kushi? This is a panel on the ship where Lucci says something to Kaku about Vegapunk satellites not being able to think autonomously, but Stussy in the background laughing at Lucci subtly. Pretty solid evidence it's one of the satellites for sure, in my opinion, that they can be autonomous. Yes. No, I agree with that. Yeah. No, 100%. Anybody tunk the talk theory? Go to chapter 901 when the Gorsei are walking together. Notice the sound effects. Ooh. This is what I've been asking for. Zaki coming through with the shoe piece. Is that the Katak? Is that... Wait a second. They all make the Katak. Okay. Hey. We eliminated one of the clues. It now can open up to Caribou. We can delete this thing. Which, by the way, this thing has been so useless because we didn't really nail down anything. But hey, I'm willing to open up that because the Dom shoes, it doesn't have to be Dom shoes now because we got the same Katak. And it's not just Saint Saturn here. It's all of them. Okay, so it could be Caribou. Now, the question is, if we're opening up to Caribou, right? How would Caribou know? Why is Caribou here? And he's never shown, unless it's a mermaid, any sort of aggression. He just kind of slurps around. The one thing I will say is, have we seen Caribou walk? We've mostly seen Caribou slurp around. The Katak is interesting, though. It's not Carrot. Who's bringing Carrot into this mix? Is it Mr. Bushido? Maybe it's Carrot jealous of the size getting him. Not the Nakama revenge. She was sitting on Wano watching. Luffy only said Kinemon, Yamato, and Momo. From then on, that was Carrot's origin story. Her villain origin story. She said, how dare they not invite me to the ship? I'm gonna follow them. I'll be on the back of their ship this entire time. And I'll kill the next person who they invite on the ship. She sees, like, yeah, Stella can join. But then Stella says 7. And Kara is fuming. Smoke out the ears. Kara is bloodthirsty. She doesn't even need the full moon to go Sulong. She goes one after another, murdering each one. Why? Because she wasn't invited, and 7 others were. Crazy. That is such a funny spin-off story. That's just hilarious. Kara's disguised as Vegapunk helper. She's been... Yo, to be fair, we did see Kara in this chapter. In 1074, Kara is actually here. You guys may not believe it, but check it out. I spotted it in the live reaction. I think I was one of the few people to spot it. I don't think anybody... Look. Is that not Kara? Do you guys see that? How many bunny ears? Yeah, honestly, where is Mr. Bushido? Where is Mr. Bushido right now? Alright. Obviously, it's not Carrot, guys. But you know who it could be? The other guy. He has an MO. Does he not? Sentomaru has more than enough reason to want to kill all the Vegapunks. Just kidding. He said he wanted to protect Stella. But, like, they left him out to dry. In terms of MO, I wouldn't blame Sentomaru if he became a mass murderer. I'm just saying. So far, though, I think realistically, we nailed it down to Pythagoras being interesting, right? Pythagoras could have, like, Vegapunk inside of him. That's interesting. Is the person who walked up on him just Lilith? Maybe. Is it Caribou? I don't, like, what would be the MO? How would he know where to find him? Now, someone said Sawyer7 Mage posted a video about it. I'll check that out after the stream. Unless it's like a 5-minute video. We could examine the evidence. $10 from Anime Dimension says, what if Caribou works for the world government and Drake knows because Drake brought him to Wano? If he's a pure pirate, then Drake would have given to Sword to put him in jail. So he's providing intel world government about ancient weapons. It's not a bad point. I do remember that, but like bringing it here is interesting. I hope it's Hattori, but I don't expect it. Honestly, you guys know my Hattori agenda. It's there. I'm not bringing him here because I'm a man without biases, right? We have to look at... The thing is, if we conclude that there's no good suspects, then Hattori becomes the best suspect. Because however improbable, if you eliminate all the other options, then it is probable. Hattori wasn't with Lucci. This is getting interesting. The Caribou thing, I'm thinking back on it, right? Like, the thing is, right, if that's also the case, like, regardless of what it is, his thing every time has been intel. The only time we seen him act was like kidnapping people. But explosion, I don't know. $1062, page 14. All right, let's go find 1062. We're on 1062. We had it up. Now let's count the pages. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Oh, wait. We were on the right page. Whether it's real or not, it's for you to decide. If you ask me, those words are a relic of a bygone age. So, who are you then? Me? I'm nothing but a humble genius scientist for hire. Dr. Vegapunk. What? No way. What's this liar talking about? You're Vegapunk? I know your name. Kobe said it. Wait, what did Kobe say? You're Vegapunk? I know your name. Kobe said it? Wait, what is that in reference to? Why am I missing that? Ramon, I would say he has had his ass handed to him, right? Homie Seal, in Water 7, what? Told Luffy about... Oh, that's what Luffy's saying. Gotcha. Just lost the context there. Oh, wait a second. Oh, no, this was corrected, right? This was corrected by Oda? Because I was thinking... Oh, yeah. It was corrected. Hold on. Because I was thinking, what if... Okay, hear me out. I know this is crazy. I was thinking, like, what if this was actually an imposter? Right? Like, what if... Like, because this says 6, right? What if Oda didn't make a mistake? And then when we got this reveal that York was actually number 6? That was supposed to be, like, the flag, right? That would be kind of crazy. And then Alice would rise up in the scale. It was confirmed to be a mistake, yeah. The thing is it Oda enough to, like, 5-head game us like that? That'd be crazy. That would be kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. If for the sake of, because, like, you know, when you think about it, how many times has Oda, like, done an instant, like, correction like that? I mean, when has he needed to? Actually, there have been mistakes in the past, but he never needed to correct them. How many times has Oda lied to us? Is Oda the imposter here? I think we solved it. Oda is the murderer. At the end of the day, whoever got killed, whoever did the explosion, Oda did it, right? The cop-out answer. Yo, it'd be wild if... Wait, does Alice have a tail? Yeah, Alice has a tail, right? I'm sure she has a tail. What chapter did Lucci... 1068? I'd risk it all for York. I'm with you, bro. Where is... Okay, so here's the panel of Vegapunk disappearing. He vanished. Mr. Appleman. So we know that Vegapunk can disappear on his own. That might just be it. It might be Vegapunk just disappeared on his own. Very simple, right? Alice? Does Alice have a tail? Wait a second. Alice doesn't have a tail. Wait, what? Where's the tail? Wait a moment. Hold on. Do you guys see that, right? Isn't that a tail? Is that supposed to be Katarina Devon? Alexander $2 says, who said the satellites start at 1? Q Bleach. I don't know which theme song, but I feel like a theme song played. Yo, 5 minutes of Sherlock D. Homeboy. Read page 14 of that chapter. Wait, this is page 14, isn't it? Carmelo? Katarina does have a tail. Blackbeard just drinks milk before we see him again and gets not different when knocked out. Don't say that part. Wait, what was I saying about the teeth? Oh, the teeth thing? I didn't say anything about the teeth. Vegapunk still has a lot of secrets we don't know about. This could be one of them. Oda always draws them in different teeth. Not sure if those. Yeah. Interesting. Does not have where? Guys, tell me where there's a good panel of seeing Atlas. I thought that was the best one. Oh, there it is. There's the wait, is that the tail or is that like an explosion? Oh, this is her leg. That's a tail. She has a tail? Why does she have a tail? I guess she does have a tail. It's just colored different. That's so random. Why does she have a tail? The one above is 14. Oh. Was I looking at the wrong panel this entire time? Okay, let's see. As long as there's enough food material, it can provide 500 different meals to the user, each in a different minute. The whip up leftovers mode is the best part, but only if you make it exactly to the plans. Not enough technicians to mass produce them, though. Makes me so mad. Same thing with NAC, blah, blah, blah. It's right, these light pressure gloves can do more than just observe the light. Hi, the moment people can touch something, they'll believe that it's real. Matter. Oh, shit. You mean that lady's not real? That's right, with these light pressure gloves, you can do more than just observe light. The moment people can touch something, they'll believe that it's real matter. Maybe that's not a tail, that's a whale. Wait, what? We got lost. Alice says punching something will help her digest, but every other Vegapunk said that hit the spot. Oh, when York ate? Punching something will help her digest. Is Alice the imposter? I don't know. I mean, the tail thing was weird, but now we got the tail thing, right? You're right. Wait, Alice shouldn't need to digest. She did say, but maybe she was memeing, right? Wait, I didn't expect to suspect Atlas with this. But you know what's crazy? Is like, look at this. Who is this person? Is this a random... And it talks. How did that happen? Wait, is she making that with her glove? Oh, she high-fived it. Damn, this is so... Maybe this is the real nothing happened mode. Yeah, like Pythagoras is a... What if Pythagoras is a hologram and this, like, actually was nothing? Something random instead of saying that hit the spot with the other salads, yeah. York eats and fills everyone, but Alice takes out energy on movement and punching things. She's so active. Damn, I was hoping to make this less confusing. Like, this whole stream was about making things less confusing. I felt like I had the answer, right? I was, like, leaning towards, like, Lilith and Shaka, but now, like, Pythagoras and Atlas. Oda. Oda's is like, you don't know how deep I can go, bro. The moment people can touch something, they'll believe that it's real matter. What? Okay, hear me. Okay, wait, what if it's like this? What if Lilith is the one who shot the rocket, right? No, wait. She could just touch him. Why would she need to? Because the way I was seeing it is like, what if the imposter, like, the Pythagoras that we saw is a hologram. No, but he was going to talk, so that means that there's actual sound, right? Oh no, but God damn, okay, let me just complete the thought without debunking it first, but I think it's debunked. I was saying, what if the Pythagoras was a clone, not a clone, a hologram? Lilith shot it to see that if it was real or not. That's why it was like a fake because it's not a real thing. And then Lilith reports in like Pythagoras is the traitor. Egghead is crazy. It is. Knowing Oda, I think he's making as simple of an answer. It can be while making us think too hard about everything. While I agree with you, I just think about like the progression of Egghead. Like, I mean, like I every week me and Saya was talking about this. Like, how do you solve the issue that Lucci and them are way out of their, it's unbalanced side, and it's like the Gorosei is coming, Kizaru's coming, right? Kizaru's the easy one, but the Gorosei, right? That's not like a simple solution. I don't think anybody reached for like, yeah, this guy from the Gorosei is gonna show up, right? The authority chip lent us to believe that the Gorosei would be involved. To what extent, though, that was different, right? And then the most important one is like Stasi, right? Everybody gaslit my ass. You go back and watch it. I got gaslit out the hell. I said Stasi was a triple agent, and they're like, nah, that's too complicated. But like, then what did we get? She was not just a triple agent. She was working under CP0 for 20 years as a clone. Like, what? That's not simple. You know what I mean? C-part, but Alice said that people would think the hologram is real. It's very confusing. Right, until they touch it. Right? But they, like, if you shot a rocket at it, the hologram would live. You know what I mean? So Lilith, being the aggressor, would just shoot a rocket at something and be like, well... No, but then if it was if the real Pythagoras, then she would be shooting a rocket at Pythagoras. So no, that doesn't make sense either. I think like, not like, of all of what we discussed, right? I think what makes the most sense is, yes, that's probably Lilith walking up on it. She has the bazooka. Caribou, like, because it doesn't have to be the Dom shoes, it opens up for Caribou, right? Actually, wait, because it's not the Dom shoes, it actually opens the Stella main body again. But the Stella main body is never shown to be, to have like, explosive capabilities, right? And, like, if this was a Seraphim, would it make sense to, like, shroud it? Wait, couldn't it be the Seraphims then? The Seraphims are here. Wait a second. The Seraphims are here. Are they not? What is their code? Am I tripping? What is the current... What are the Seraphims doing? The Seraphim are around. I know a lot of people are like the flamingo and crocodile one, right? That one, I saw the panel. People were saying like the panel inside the panel of the doors. I don't know about that. If there's like big panels for that, that'd be interesting. But it could just be that Seraphims from outside, right? Never considered that. TCB says arg. Viz says followed by the exclamation points. Viz might be closer to truth. I think it might be a surprise. Like, Yeah, but like Audi tunes. I get the surprise thing, but like there was like actually like an explosion. You know what I mean? Like I feel like anybody should be surprised like I exploded. And but abruptly cut off, right? That's interesting. So you're saying like he like and then it exploded? Like he's like friend, and then they exploded, right? Fake out explosion? You think it's a hologram explode? Maybe he knows who it is, but surprised. And then the explosion caught him off because they exploded. Stella Body is invisible, so Pythagoras can't see him, but he still makes sound. Luffy said to Stella that he's a ninja. Wait, did Luffy say that? Did Luffy say that he was a ninja? Wait a second. Did he actually say that? Where was that? Where do you remember? I pulled up the panel a second ago. And now I'm missing it. When did he go missing? Was it 1062? No, 1068, right? It was like right before the fight. Interesting. Okay, so here's the Vegapunk. Vegapunk, probably next chapter then. Wait, did I miss it again? There it is, right here. He vanished. Maybe he materialized again in front of him? Wait, Suma, how's your theory about who the silhouette person is not relevant to the current conversation? Just check the Raws of Pythagoras saying A or A. It's literally just one A. Like, oh. But like, why did they add the exclamation points? Alice was the only one outside when the dome failed. Alice was the only one not shown right before when the Stellas went missing. Yeah, I literally said it's more like a single A. So then why is the discrepancy in like the versus arg? Damn. What time is it? 2:48. Okay. I'm going longer than I thought we'd be going for. But I think the conclusion at this point, right? I did say that this might happen. Actually, I do want to throw this in. The Seraphims, like they're just wandering inside, and they're like trying to, I don't know, kill the Vegapunks. So no, what if that? Oh my God, that'd be so crazy. Wait a second. Oh, this is so bad shit crazy. Okay. This is some Terminator type shit. Pepperoni conclusion. We have even less of an idea. Yes, the point of this stream was to confuse you even more. See, that was the plan. I am Oda's satellite. The whole point is everyone just thought it was crystal clear, right? But here I am to show you no, it's not. Winston didn't even consider the Seraphims. But where are the Seraphims? Are they sitting outside? What did we last leave the Seraphims with? If Rob Lucci and Stussy are out of the picture, wait a second. How confusing is it that Zoro, Stussy, and Brooke are here now? But where are the Seraphims? Weren't they with the Seraphims? Didn't Edison just command them to stop? But oh my, wait a moment. Yo, Alexander, Edison has secretly given more orders. It could be that they gave orders to the Seraphims because we didn't see the Seraphims. So, Lightbringer, that's what I was thinking at first. that okay, so this is okay. Let me walk through the ending. Wow, this is exciting. Oh wow, this is so cool. Hold on, let me just hit you with this, guys. Okay, so last we saw, right? The what does Shaka say? Shaka says he says where is it? He says right here. The Seraphims are equipped with just enough personality to make decisions for themselves according to the circumstances of battle. So they sensed they had a brief window when the barrier was down. Yo. If there's a Seraphim still up there, right? That like the flamingo crocodile, let's say it's that, right? What if they drop the barrier so the Seraphims could come back up, right? No, pause. Erase that. Don't even think about that now. Just let that sit in the back of your head. Okay. The Seraphims have enough personality to make this. How much does that expand? We didn't give them a command after this, did we? We just said for them to stop. And apparently they're unaccounted for. Where are they? They just left them. But Lilith and Edison were the last ones to talk to them, and they both have authority. We never saw Shaka or any of the other satellites command them. Edison and Lilith were there. Now Edison's with us. Lilith is not. Lilith could change things up. Lilith could definitely change things up. But Lilith could have stayed back, gave a command to kill them. That's one direction. The other direction is that this is a complete Terminator situation, and the Seraphims have single-handedly determined that the Vegapunks need to be eliminated. So why is that important? It could be that this culprit is a Seraphim. And we might be getting a battle. The murderers of all the Vegapunks will be the Seraphims. Now the question is, it's dubious because are they acting on their own? Is there a ringleader? Because Doflamingo is a ringleader, bro. That'd be kind of wild. And then 3, did one of the satellites, namely Lilith, did she command it? Anime Dimension says Edison is traitor. $5 super chat says Edison is traitor because Stussy mentioned in last same level authority cannot overwrite Seraphim control, so only Stella or Gorosei can overwrite. Right, but we don't. So all Edison said was stop fighting. We don't know if there's any other command, but we do know that Edison returned to the control room, but we don't know where Lilith is. Apparently, Shaka sent the other satellites, which would be Pythagoras and Lilith, who are missing, to search for Vegapunk. Vegapunk disappearing could be explained away just by him going invisible. He has demonstrated that. He has demonstrated both invisibility and a warping. So that could just be his own thing, right? Now, it could be he's kidnapped. It could be... Oh my god, you know what'd be crazy? Wait a second. You know what'd be crazy? Oh, no. Because Kuma's ability wouldn't work like that. The S-Bear? Because technically, you could command the S-Bear to blast off everybody. Depending on how that power works. Stussy couldn't override Lucci's command because she's on the same 30. I think animated means that the satellites couldn't override each other. Right, but what would there be to override? You know what I'm saying? There was no other command given. It just said stop fighting. So there's no command. It's also weird that Edison was so bent on going outside, stop the Seraphims. Like, that command completed, right? So then they could just say, like, go after the Vegapunks. So then who can override that? The Vegapunks can't, right? I mean, that part... If you were to leave one of the satellites to to say that, then it would be possible that let's say Lilith commanded them to go after the satellites, then Pythagoras wouldn't be able to command them any other way. You know what's ironic? That they made such a mess of this place, considering the Seraphim were originally created here. Was that a note? Was this supposed to be like a node to this? Like this line that Pythagoras randomly said? Was it supposed to be like, oh, like Seraphim, right? Is the conversation? Yeah, but if Edison says stop, means if Seraphim control went to Edison, then he can only order the Seraphim. Okay, I see what you're saying then. What number is Lilith? Because another thing that I was playing around with was is Lilith 2? Is Lilith Punk 2? The other thing that I was playing around with is that the hierarchy of the satellites is their numbers. Could be that. CP0, so that would mean that the only person who could override it would be Shaka if Lilith did the command. Edison would be 3, so then it'd be 3, 2, 1, right? Not saying that's canon. I'm not saying that to debunk what Anime Dimension's saying, but interesting. So then, but then we do know that what reason? Okay, hold on, real quick before we close out the stream, because I do need to close out the stream soon. What reason would there be for the Seraphims to get autonomy to erase the satellites? Wait a second. Wait. Can Saturn control them long distance? I don't think so, because it was explicitly told to us that it has to be like directly, not Den Mushi, nothing like that. I think the Seraphims are most likely to have explosion like powers. Yeah, they have the Kizaru beams. Does the new order completely erase all previous orders? Maybe stop fighting. Only overrides go fight order. Yeah, that's where my mind is going. With you on that one. Okay. Hear me out on this, okay? If this was a Terminator thing, or not a Terminator thing, but like an AI thing, right? What's the trope? The AI becomes smart and eliminates its creators. But there might be a twist here. It might not be that straightforward. It might be that the directive is what Shaka's saying, what Lilith is saying. It's like the main Stella body is the most important thing, right? So if we think that there's a traitor among the satellites, what if the Seraphims because the dome went down and they were able to go back up, that was enough input to say that like there's a traitor among the satellites, we must eliminate the satellites. What if that's like something in, it doesn't even have to be that, it could be something on that realm where because of something the Seraphims determined that the satellites are a threat to like there's either a traitor or it's a threat to the Stella's life, and then so the Seraphims are taking out Pythagoras and are going to take out the other ones as well. That would be kind of interesting. It might even be that like if let's say that there was an order, Edison or Lilith, let's say they did give an order, right? If they did give an order, that order alone could be something that would trigger like a code, like a fail-safe, right? If a satellite tells you to kill us, just eliminate all of them, right? Like something like that. That would be kind of wild. The most dangerous thing to Vegapunk is Vegapunk. If that's the case, then that adds to the theory that there's a hidden third party. And like I said, CP suppose been sending ships to Egghead that keeps the spring. Let's seeing them off safely. Wait, why does that confirm that there's a third party? I like the third party. I mean, that's what me and Sai have been talking about, but like it's been moving away from that, I feel like, in the recent chapters. I feel like because the Gorosei is there, I feel like Blackbeard could be here just because of the proximity of things, but In this specific chapter, I'm not getting third party vibes. But again, that could be what Oda's way. It's like in the time you least expect a third party is when I introduce it. But so the chance have been disappearing for 3 months. Could and okay, so maybe what if the Seraphims were just destroying the ships? Like it could be easy as that. But separate to that, what if like that whole thing was instigated, disappearing the Cypherpole's ships were so that they would eventually send Cypherpole to kill Vegapunk? Right? That's kind of what they assume, right? Because he's been off the record. Super cool. Welcome back, Zemore. After it lands on Flamingo's shoulder and just is like when Lucci was the traitor. As Flamingo would be wild. I think it's like the past few months or something. What if hockey visible things related to human research and past like human? Oh yeah, for sure, Vicer. For sure. Alexander $20 says the autonomy would Edison to give a vague order like murder mystery these fools. Who knows when that was actually given? Oda making Lilith unable to give the order hides the fact that Edison is in control this whole time. Yeah, that scene, Alexander, is very, it primes it for this situation. Because at the end of the day, regardless of how you look at it, the Seraphims were not shown in 1074, but they were told to stand down by Edison, and Lilith was also present. Edison and Lilith have authority over the Seraphims in that moment. We don't know the context of the orders. Now, we can assume that maybe it's like what Stussy said, they have the same tier. We can assume that. And we can also assume that once an order is given, like stop fighting, it's vague enough that no order else could be given. But that's also interesting too, because I feel like that would make it difficult to command them in the first place, right? So then it would make sense to me if we just run with the fact that the Seraphims are missing. 2 of the satellites were there. Edison returned. Lilith did not. Both of them are very suspect because they can give an order to the Seraphims. Now, if we back it up, because then we also, I want to throw into the ring the Seraphims on their own, autonomous, right? They have that option. I think the autonomy part of it, the way Vegapunk said that in that line is interesting to me, right? It's interesting to me because like that kind of tells me that maybe that plays a role later on, right? That they have enough personality to make their own decisions, kind of like how the Mark III Pacifista was able to do that, right? That is there. That's one option in my mind. The other option is either Lilith or Edison gave the orders. Now, if you were to give the orders to kill the other Vegapunks, you wouldn't want to be suspected, right? So, would you stay outside? Or would you return to the group to eliminate suspicion? That almost does make it seem like Edison is more suspect than Lilith, because if Lilith had that nefarious thing, she would want to have an alibi. She currently has no alibi. And if you guys watch Detective Conan, it's usually the person who has no alibi that is safe, which is kind of crazy. Everybody has higher authority than Pythagoras. Wouldn't destruction of Egghead kill Vegapunk? Well, that's not what their play is. Their play is they're taking out the satellites, right? Someone found the ParVision reference today was extreme. Yeah. Dyer Regulus showed it to me too. It's pretty dope. Thank you for that. Can't wait to see it one day, personally. 3-day with the order could be to eliminate all threats of Vegapunk, so Seraphims are taking action to stop any threats to the main. Exactly that one. Yo, okay. I think we boiled it down. Okay, so here, let's go with this. I'm gonna throw up a poll. in my mind right now, and I understand there's obviously like Sawyer 7 Mage put out the Caribou video, right? There's the third party option. I think based on this stream, what I'm currently liking as the lead detective on the case, it's either the Seraphims. No. Okay. I think I'm leaning towards this is the Seraphim. Like the Seraphim did it. Okay, but that being said, it's either the Seraphim, like themselves, it's Lilith on her own, it's Edison controlling the Seraphims, or Lilith controlling the Seraphims, one or the other, or it's the Stella. And the Stella could also be controlling the Seraphims too. And that would make it so that none of the... Oh my god, wait, that could be the clue that we look for. Like, if they confront the Seraphims in the future, and then Shaka goes, like, stand down, and then they don't, then we know that it's Stella. Now, but the thing is, there's a whole plot twist there, because it could be that the Stella didn't do it, and the Seraphims were just acting on their own. Pythagoras lives. I believe it. See, the thing is, Pythagoras living is so canon to me at this point. The reason why isn't even like it's a fake attack, isn't even that. It's because of the fact that Pythagoras can detach his body. Like, where's Pythagoras? Like, Pythagoras has this thing. Like, this is like the Kinyamon thing to me. Like, bro can just be out here and just like, where is he? Right here. Like, look at this. Like, an explosion comes his way, he's like, boop, and he just leaves, right? Like, you know what I mean? I'm sold on the rogue Seraphim theory. AI getting unclear instructions and going scorch the earth. Yeah! There's a Sherlock like series for this. Just know it from before. Detective Conan? Oh, Detective Conan's my bread and butter. Besides One Piece, I'm a Detective Conan. Yo, honestly, if there was a Detective Conan community and we that would be the best thing to do theories for, right? I love that show. Oh man, I'd love to do that. Like, make Detective Conan theories. Nah, Shaka's killing the other bodies for damage control. But when is the opportunity for Shaka, right? That is the main thing. At this point, like, some people threw out the hologram thing, but the hologram thing does not float unless holograms can wear the gloves. If holograms can wear the light gloves, then it could make sense with Shaka. I don't think we've ever seen... No, Lilith touched Vegapunk. Or Shaka, did he not? Let's DC me on Discord if they're willing to jump in on the mystery of the OP crew. Wait, what's the DC community? Where the order could be to protect Vegapunk by any means necessary, so Seraphims hid Baby Punk and are getting rid of any threats too, all to protect him. Yeah. Yeah, like S Kuma, like the S Bear is crazy, right? Oh yeah, like do it. Is there a Discord community for Detective Conan? That's dope. Wait, okay, wait, back. To protect Vegapunk. I like that. Now, why do I like that even more? Who gave that order? That would confirm there is a traitor. Oh, damn. Alright. I think... Damn, the Seraphim thing could be a video. That's a little convoluted to explain, but maybe it's just the Seraphims. I like it. Because you gotta think about it, right? Like, we were introduced to authority chips. And then we were introduced to not a flaw in the authority chips, but like, look at their faces. Is this not like, I didn't give them the order to come? Could you just imagine this panel with Lucci, right? Just that panel, but it's Pythagoras. I didn't give them the order to do this, right? Like, CP0 made a grave miscalculation. Here on this phase, we are on a higher authority hierarchy. 5 elders, Vegapunk, Sentomaru, authority chips. The CP0. Yo. Raph's Revenge. I think so, but like it's crazy to think about. If the light gloves could be on a hologram, that would open up so many other crazy things. Because we were talking about how Atlas could be a hologram this entire time. Like that mistake that Oda said, maybe it wasn't, but like it was just something odd. It's similar to the order that Sentomaru gave to the Kumas. True. 3 days spitting. Right? What is the exact order right here? Make sure your creator gets off this island alive. I think I'm sold on the Seraphim thing. Reason why? Because what did we do when the Frontier Dome went down? What did we think? We thought it had to be a Stella, essentially. Like, yes, a third party thing, but like that was the first thing, right? Who would know? Who knows about that, right? Like Stussy did, but Stussy wasn't there. So it had to be someone knowledgeable about the dome, right? So if you were a robot, if you were a Seraphim or Pacifist and you inputted that thing, the dome went down. This was an immediate threat to Vegapunk. I must eliminate anybody who has control over the dome. Couldn't that be... I also realized that like it kind of needed to be like this. Where because we diffused Lucci and Kaku and Stussy's on our side, there had to be a villain. And the only other people introduced here are either the satellites being traitors or the Seraphims, and the Seraphims would make sense here as the third party, so to say. Still alive, yo! I think we cracked it. I think I'm kind of sold on this. Anime Dimensions $5. I'm in for Detective Conan Discord. Latest chapters are exciting. Ramen. Oh yeah. I feel like Detective's closer to them ending in the One Piece. They'll never end because I think Detective Conan, they said that they're slated for 30 movies. I think Aoyama said that he has to make 30 movies. I think they just did the 26th one, right? Or did they do the 27th? And they do movies like I guess they do every year. It's kind of like lining up. Dome going down is what got the Seraphims in there in the first place. Yeah, but and the thing about it is that was such a fear for the satellites. That was their... Until that moment, the satellites were safe. Vegapunk was safe, right? The dome going down was the immediate threat. CP0 going up there is the immediate threat. So then, if you recognize that the dome going down is the first threat to Vegapunk, then as a Seraphim, if you were to protect Vegapunk, you'd have to eliminate anyone who can take down the dome. Reading previous message, Lightbringer? Let me see. Detective Conan. That's the Detective Conan community in Discord. Wait, yeah, I read that. Did I miss one? Oh. On the third party thing, I was thinking it could be Shiryu staying on the islands for months, destroying CP's ships. Yeah. I mean, me and Sai talked about that one. Like the third party thing, there is a window. It's just right now it doesn't make sense. Is Conan good? Never watched it. Thought it's a Japanese Scooby-Doo. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's so good. Most of it's filler though. That's the thing. Most of it's filler. It runs the same problem as Pokemon too. Like Ash never aged, so did neither did Conan. But when it's actually like the main plot of Detective Conan, it's arguably one of my favorite series. Like Code Geass level brain. Like it's so cool. And then they bring in real world things like chess grandmasters and politics and it's really cool. It's really cool. It's like Bleach. Can't say. All right, so here, let me put up the thing. I'm gonna put up the thing. So basically, who done it? That's the question. Who done it? And I think underneath all of them, you can have the Seraphims underneath their logic, but it could be one of these people is at the helm of it. The way I see Shaka at the moment is if it's him, he's an accomplice. That could be something we discuss at a later time. The compass thing is very interesting to me because I feel like there's one side that Shaka's like it's eliminating all the satellites. He did say the only thing that matters, right? We did see that panel. He said the only thing that matters is this main body. That's what he said. Where is that panel? I don't remember where it was, but we saw it. He said the only thing that matters is the main body. Us satellites are expendable. That's what he said. I can see him logically taking us out. But the thing is, I don't think he would do it alone. And that might be the greatest twist. He says, Dragon, I may die. It might be because he himself realizes that he's... Oh, you know what? Hold on. Before I put this out, I just want to ask you guys something. I'm curious. Dang, this music is not helping. Is there a logic line? You know how we were saying the seraphims could determine that satellites are a weakness. But that line of logic made me go to Shaka real quick. What if Shaka determined that the Stella's main weakness are the satellites? What if that was his logic? But then why play games about it? Like when Shaka... Oh, this could be another way to look at it. Shaka sees that the frontier... Okay, twisting. Shaka recognizes that someone took down the frontier dome. He doesn't know who it is, but he knows it has to be a satellite. So he's the one who commissions the order on to kill everybody. Because he can't trust anybody. That's the logical solution. All of them are expendable. He told us that. To protect the main Stella body, he has to eliminate all the people who have the same level of control. But then how would he do it in this circumstance? He's been in the control room this entire time. Damn, this got hard. I don't even, because there's only 4 options I can do on YouTube. Right now I have the Seraphims, Lilith, Edison, or Stella. I almost want to take off Lilith. I feel more confident about Edison and the main Stella body than I do with Shaka. Or then like Lilith, Shaka over Lilith right now. Maybe Shaka's like Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. So you're trying to say? Seraphims are following orders but in an excessive way, yeah. No matter who we think it is, I bet Oda will still manage to surprise this 100%. Shaka over Lilith. I'm gonna lean towards that. I'm leaning Shaka over Lilith because if it's Lilith, right? I think if it's Lilith, it's the most obvious one, right? I think most of us coming out of the chapter thought it was Lilith, right? Like at least that, like, of all the traitors, the explosion, kaboom, the shoes, the punk brain, right? Like there's so many different things. I think that taking Lilith out makes a lot of sense because if it's her, we don't even need to vote, right? So then it's the Seraphims on their own, Shaka with some kind of, you know, whether it's with the Seraphims, whether it's holograms, whether it's something, I'm sure he's smart enough to figure it out. It's Edison or Stella, and those two would be again with the Seraphims enacting their thing. I think in all regards, though, I think we might have found a way where their directive isn't necessarily nefarious. It could be that it's for the greater good. But the fact that you don't know who, ultimately there might still be a traitor. And it might not be Pythagoras, it might not be these people. These people might be trying to smoke out the traitor. But the question that we're asking is who done it? Who done it, right? Who did this? And that's where I think we might have narrowed it down to a solid few. So I'm going to ask you guys, between the Seraphims alone, Shaka, Edison, Stella, who do you guys think? Keep in mind, they all sync up every so often. They have access to each other's memories, so premeditating the plan would have been not too long ago. Hard to believe it'd be hidden. True, unless the sync ups, like we tried to see if Lilith, that was something we didn't necessarily have time for, right? Lilith was the one I thought, but then we debunked it in the stream that Lilith was not the one, because we were assuming, we were running with that she didn't know about the Yonko crew and their reputation, because she never synced up to get the newspaper thing, and she was in the shark or whatever, right? But then she said no, she knows that they're a Yonko crew. That's why she was targeted. But yeah, the sync up happens once a day, so we don't know what time, we don't know when. Shaka is acting like he don't know what's happening. Yeah, I'm liking the Shaka route. I'm liking this. I think if I were to rank it, I'm liking the Shaka route, then the Seraphim's autonomous, then Edison, then the Stella doing it on its own. Lilith isn't. It's not that I don't like the Lilith path. It's the most obvious one. It's just that that's the most obvious one, which is why I'm not ranking it right now. Right now, though, the Seraphims, 25 votes, 26 votes. I'm going to let this one go because we're going to end the stream on this. For 38% so far that Seraphims are doing it on its own. I think the thing is, the other reason why the Stella one I like a lot, though, is because if it were the Stella body... Right, think about it. He was willing, he didn't care much about Atlas going down. He didn't care about Sentamaru going down. He expends it. And then what did he say when to Luffy? Like the Edison's like, he's so quick to beg for his own life. What motives do the Seraphims have? Freedom? No. The what we determined on the stream was that they could be following an order to protect this main body. And because of the notion that the dome went down and we don't know who did it, the only people who have that control are the satellites. So because we're told that the Seraphims have their own, they have a capacity to make their own decisions, it could be that they are acting on their own to take out the satellites because they are a threat. The fact that they lost control of the dome is that threat, right? By eliminating all people who can control them and the dome, those people being the threats to the main body might be the reason. So protecting Stella might have went into overdrive, which is the main trope when it comes to like AI robots, right? Seraphim's just like primal thing. Lilith's talking about the big robo shark. Yeah, it's just Alice was violence, right? They got taken by Lucci. Could that then make the Stella more violent since its proxy was no longer operational? Maybe. So you're saying when Atlas was decommissioned, Vegapunk received the wrath. I like that. I don't know how that plays into this, but I think that could play into the larger thing, right? Like, interesting. But the thing, no, actually, no, because what he said was that they're clones of his personality. I don't know if Vegapunk did Vegapunk ever say he lost those things? No, I don't think so, right? They're clones of his personality. It's different. Right now, Shaka is in the lead. I like it. Shaka was one of the main things, but him being the main perpetrator for a good reason. Like the thing is, Shaka's name has been said as the traitor. But the thing is, what we're saying now is that Shaka's not the traitor, Shaka is doing this to protect the Stella thing, which I think was ultimately like the traitor notion was either that he was evil or that he was traitoring because of a logic lead, right? So, like Batman. True Lightbringer. So guys, we have like about like 160 people here. Get your final votes in, decide who it is, and then we'll conclude the stream based off that result. This part Atlas we see right now could be a hologram, while the Atlas that got damaged by Lucci is behind the scenes pulling some strings. Okay, that's a good thing to think about. Is that why Atlas is staying behind the rocks here? Is that why she's behind the rubble? Nobody's touching her. She still has the light phase glove. Wait, she still has those gloves on. Now that I think about it. Yo, Alice is definitely sus too. It could be Atlas who told the Seraphims, right? Like Alice is mad that somebody took down the dome, her sacrifice was in vain or some shit. Interesting. Right now it's tied between Shaka and the Seraphims. Interesting. This is like Among Us. It is. Right now, Seraphims and Shaka are tied. 36%. That's crazy. I like the Seraphim notion a lot. And what's cool about what we just talked about is that we didn't talk about the Seraphims until like literally the 11th hour. You know what I mean? Like the very last minute, we were just like, the Seraphims? And then what we realized is like the Seraphims could be the weapon that are being abused by any of these people. It doesn't have to be any of them personally. It could just be the Seraphims. 1062, page 5 and 6. All right, let's pull it up. No, I will be ending the poll soon. So if you guys want your votes to count, right? That's the whole point of a democracy. Let us know. Is it Seraphim, Shaka, Edison, or Stella? Seraphim plus Shaka taking the logical choice plus a third party glacier could be all true at once. I mean, it's Oda. Very true. All right, let's count the pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's fine. Bring them here. I happen to have an interest in that crew. The mighty always determine the first foe. Hold on. You know what this line does is kind of sus. Let's see. The mighty always determine the first foe they should strike down. You ought to think harder. Is Pythagoras the greatest foe? Is that what Shaka's saying here? Oh man, we got a surge in the votes. The mail-in votes from Georgia coming through, pushing Shaka into the polls at the 40%. Do you think the Battle Royale Oda tease will happen naked? Maybe. Honestly, it could be Garp versus Blackbeard. Yeah, this is Vegapunk wanting no Luffy. Wait, which part? This part? Vegapunk wants to clone Luffy? Oh! Wait, that's an interesting thing. Now that they know that he's the warrior, the white warrior. The Stella's turned. I mean, that puts more stock on the Stella side, right? The White Warrior. But they have Luffy here. Why kill Pythagoras? Think Blackbeard's crew is more likely than Traitor? I do like Blackbeard crew. It's just here it's a little odd. Here it's a little... How do they get there? Pythagoras? They do have a bunch... It's not like there's no monitoring, right? For example, the Sea Kings, they have all that monitoring. They were able to tell the CP0 were there, right? So if Blackbeard were to come now, that'd be weird. Now, we brought up the point that maybe his crew was there 3 months ago. Maybe, right? To infiltrate Vegapunk for that long is crazy. That's why I lean towards it might be a recent thing. But then Atlas going down, it's like, where's the vehicle for it? I like the idea that they just came. But then when you think about it, it's like this 1074 not ruined, but it lowered the stock of the Blackbeard Pirates a lot. Stella bodies make for a good Among Us mystery, yeah. I thought world government wanted to kill Vegapunk because he wanted the Nika fruit. It's an interesting one. We don't know one way or another with that one, though. Cookie Ninja, did you see the possible foreshadow with what Igaram told Vivi? No, I did not. I did not. What are we talking about, Cookie Ninja? Is this related to who killed Python, or who is the potential killer on Egghead? Because if not, I'll address that afterwards. $823? Oh wait, I looked that up already, didn't I? I feel like I looked that up. Someone brought it up sometime. What did I say? Let's see. Oh yeah, I was here. That's how. What if a great monstrous bird should appear and snatch you away? What if a sniper has his wicked sights trained upon you? What if a meteorite falls upon your head? Bro's pulling out the Usopp here. But going back, who done it? I think we got about half the stream's votes in. 73 voters in. The vote right now is saying that Shaka did it. Now, your Suma's money's on the Seraphims. I think the Seraphims are convincing them. Now, what I will do. I'm trying to think because now if what this did, right? Shaka's at 42%, but the Seraphims by themselves doing this, I think is a strong possibility. All of this does not eliminate the possibility the other Stellas did it. Now, before we close out the stream, I just want to know. I want to know what we might have to look forward to. Like what clue, what detail. If it's the Seraphims doing it, it's so much easier to hide the killer, essentially. Because then you have to figure out who ordered them. Which in that case, we already determined that the two primary people would be Lilith and Edison. But you know what's actually sus? Now that I think about it. Hold on. I just want to double check something real quick. Does Shaka contradict himself here? No, hold on. Right here, he goes, Seraphim reaches to, they must have summoned them all. No, CP0 would not have made a call to bring them here. The Seraphim's equip. Could that be a cop-out answer? No, but the other satellites are there to confirm. Edison and Lilith are both there. So they wouldn't let him lie like that. So they are allowed their own thing. So if it is the Seraphim who did the Pythagoras thing, then this mystery gets deeper. Because then we have to look at who commanded them. Shaka's had the least opportunity. Edison, that would kind of mean that there is an accomplice. Shaka, then it would be Shaka and Edison, or Shaka Lilith, in my opinion. Or it could be the Seraphims on their own, which is kind of simpler. It's interesting. Well, please do a YouTube theory for the Seraphims doing it all to protect Vegapunk. Love that angle. Yeah, I might. The thing is, the reason why I would do that video is because you guys know me. I like making theories that still open up the possibilities. And that one is like, at the end of the day, if it's the Seraphims, it could still be anybody. But the person who did it, who did the Pythagoras moment, being a Seraphim, is something that I don't think many people like understood or talked about. I think that a lot of people in the chat also were like, wait, I didn't even consider the Seraphims, right? So I actually might prioritize a video for that. Yeah. So I'm gonna close out the stream, guys. I just want to thank you guys for sticking around for nearly 4 hours. I was thinking this was gonna be a 2-hour stream. I told my wife that. I got to do the dad duties in a second to leave my wife. So thank you for tuning in to Voice of All Things. The first one of 2023. Know that there will be more. We do. If you guys are new to these streams, we try to do a bunch of fun, different angles, different like thematics. Like the first one I think was like us making a timeline like historians. This one's like detective. Then we have science and different things like that. All in good fun. Talk with the chat. When the other kind of versions of it is when I bring on a guest, like another YouTube content creator. Next week, it's not slated out in stone, but it's in the works. The next person would be Joy Girl. So if you guys are a fan of Joy Girl, you're a fan of mine, you're a fan of conversations on One Piece, subscribe so that you guys will get notified for that conversation with Joy Girl, and know that there's a lot more conversations like King Recon and a bunch of other creators I have not talked with yet about One Piece. And yeah, so I mean, keep this in the back of your mind, guys. The Seraphim angle, I don't know, I feel like we had to chef it up, we had to cook it up here to go that angle. And so if that comes out to be true, shout outs to the detectives in the chat. We did talk about Caribou a little bit. Vegapunk's thing, he could just be invisible on his own. He has invisibility and warping. Caribou's an interesting angle for sure though. Tanesha Williams saying hi. Unfortunately, I am ending the stream now. I feel bad. One thing. So these Voice of All Things streams, you know what? I'll leave it up on my main channel. Is that what I'm doing with the... Yeah, I'm leaving it up on the main channel. Let's just do that. Let's leave it up on the main channel. I might change my mind and I might put it onto the VODs channel. So subscribe to that one. That's usually for like watch parties or these extra streams. But you know how it is. So Shaka, either controlling the Seraphims or alone, or as an accomplice to somebody else, primary choice. Seraphims, underlying very strong contender that they're just alone in doing this. Then Edison, then Stella, then we have the fringe ones. Lilith not being a fringe one, just the most obvious one. Atlas is kind of sus. Pythagoras angle, I think it's kind of confusing, but I'm not sure about the Pythagoras angle. So I'm left with, man, Pythagoras faking his own death would be kind of crazy. I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully find out. Know that when we do find out, there'll be a live reaction. So if you guys aren't subscribed yet, know that the live reaction is the bread and butter. So thank you guys for tuning in. Talk to you guys soon. 1075 coming up this week. See you on Thursday. Peace.